Hello and welcome to Tabletop Fables and tonight's episode of After the Ashes. I am Bredicus, your storyteller for tonight. If we could all introduce ourselves.
Starting from me.
Starting
Hello.
from Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm DM Cody. You might remember me from such classics as last week's game and also Monday and Tuesday night, and I'm playing Sargeant Sam Bolton, Security Specialist.
Hi, I'm Ishtar. I'm still sick. Oh my god, why even? I'm playing Skye Waters, Administration, who should not be talking like this whatsoever.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm playing Lucas Jones, and I'm not sick.
Why did you use my name, Cody?
It's part of the act.
So at the end of last game,
I'm in the Mirrorverse.
the Pathfinder Team 1 had returned to the Waterfall Bunker, and after freeing 2 of the Pathfinder Team 2 from Slayers. And by free, I mean they paid for them with sabotaged ammunition for shotguns. Lucas did not happen...
They don't know what hit them. It's just their guns.
I'm the storyteller, it's not allegedly. Lucas was ready to let his Kiwi gas out and take them all out. I believe he's working on Vegemite gas now. But they did not find the third. In search of the third, they went to find the regulators, who have taken over what remains of the airport and is now almost a jungle. While there, Skye enjoyed the very autocratic, one might say, environment where paperwork ruled, same with people with guns. And they found out that member of the Pathfinder Team 2 was there under a work release program that was going to take over 7 years to complete.
It was nearly 7 years. It was like 6 years and 7 months, which is why I ran.
It was 4 months. 6 years, 4 months.
It was something that was less than 7 years.
Longer than the planned scope of the campaign.
Yes.
Or the rescue mission, at least.
Yeah. So, clearly she's going to get some for bad behaviour. And then...
That's why we put in the offer of we would be able to help pay off the debt.
And that's what we have after the Ashes after chat.
They returned back and checked out the little makeshift false front town. It now has walls at the front. Logistics have been bringing up some equipment. They've been really struggling with it and taking a particularly large amount of time because they have to hand carry things like lathes and so forth up from the basement floor because the central elevator does not work. The parts required to make it work are in Lucas's quarters hidden.
Convenient enough.
Just to remind people, maybe including Jacob, that they exist. And so while reporting, and the security are keeping watch. Administration is helping logistics carry stuff up as much as they can. And they reported to Minister Ella Everlight. And during that reporting, the word came in. Security officer all but kicked the door down and rushed in and said, "The Arcadians are here." And reported that they are at the little village at the front. By the way, did we come up with a name for it? Did you guys come up with a name for it?
No.
No. Cool.
I'm hoping someone there does when someone's like, so where is this place?
Yeah.
We're the Waterfall Gunsmithery.
Well, it's probably...
Waterfall Gun Manufacturing.
Probably Elysium.
WGN, if you will.
Because that's the name of the restaurant there, I think. Anyway, so you guys get this. Ella sort of looks at you like, "What are you doing?"
I'll go greet them. They might be the ones I saw.
You go do that.
Alright.
Lucas is going to go back to the armory.
I'll start preparing... Oh, he's gone already. I'll start preparing people down here in case, just in case.
Comms to security, make sure they are alert for anything.
She nods to the security guy who just came in. He's the sergeant. He's Lieutenant Taylor, actually, if I remember correctly. And he sort of nods and heads off and gets on his little CB. So you two...
I immediately start running for the entrance. Get there as quick as I can.
I'm gonna run to PAX with my baton ready to protect Dad.
So you run to PAX. So you head down to the armory? Yep.
Yeah, Storm shift.
Yes, not much time has passed since you saw her.
Hello, I require my gas back. Can I please help?
Sure. She hands over. It's not as much. Just you hand it over. She's like, sorry, I've started trying to condense it into smaller. That's all. It's currently available.
And the crossbow was with it?
Yeah, your large slingshot.
Yeah. I take it and I start hitting the gate.
Yeah. So you're.
In case you have to gas.
First, you see that security in the foyer, the other side of the door, are getting prepared. It looks like they're starting to move to close the doors.
Yeah, I sort of just run past them as they close the doors.
Yeah.
As I do, I say, if they get in, make sure your power armor's against the wall. Don't let them get behind you.
I'm like, yes, Sergeant.
Genuine fear.
As the doors sort of closing, I sort of slide through and just keep moving.
Yep. I mean, they close the door after you get through it. That looks really cool anyway.
Yeah,
What if they're waiting and they see you run for it and then just like give you a little bit of a nod.
On my knees, just power slide out.
One of them puts a hat on you, just so it falls off and you can grab it at the last second. So you are now in the cave. There's the bitumen that goes past the waterfall itself into the open air and dirt around. You see that there's the turrets lowered behind you.
Yeah. I'm going to keep moving straight down towards the facade.
Yes, so you head through the waterfall.
So I will slow down for that after doing the first voyage out.
Alright. So you're going through cautiously or stealthily?
Cautious but not stealthily.
Yeah. And so yeah, you go through cautiously, that's fine. And you see that there are indeed 4 figures in white robes talking to members of security. Looks like some administration are over there talking as well.
Yeah.
General logistic people are hanging back and keeping an eye out. But you see a number of the logistics are sort of just happen to have their hands resting on heavy tools and things like that.
I quickly unscrew cap of my water bottle and just start drinking from as I walk down.
Yeah. Something in your hand. Yeah.
I was obviously up there filling it up.
Oh yeah. Sure. Roll manipulation subterfuge. I'll give you a +1 because goddamn you need it.
I need to teach you the art of manipulation.
1 success.
I need to teach you the art of manipulation.
So you walk down. You see these 3 sort of fairly decent-sized men, all in very good health.
Do any of them look like the 2 that we encountered on the streets?
One of them does. And there's also a woman there, similarly very athletic, very healthy and the like.
So I'll sort of come down having a drink. Oh, hello again.
Greetings.
I'm glad I got to see you again. Thank you for helping our friends.
No problem at all.
What brings you here?
We heard there was a new settlement.
Yes.
Check it out and offer our services if needed.
Ah, well, that's much appreciated. Thank you.
We're particularly useful with anything technology-based. We're always happy to lend a hand, and sometimes if people feel that we've done a good job, they'll gift us with maybe some food or the like.
Very well. We are more manufacturers than technological producers here. But we appreciate the offer.
One of them's just sort of they start basically walking in, not like they own the place, but just sort of walking in to look around.
I sort of walk in, not necessarily with them, but sort of into the area and sort of start spot checking it myself because I'm not familiar with it yet.
Sure. It's basically a lot of sheds, though so far it's mainly foundations for them. Only really the palisade around the outside has been built. Out of the sheds that have been built, there's like a lathe in one of them. There's some storage equipment in another one. Just stuff to make it look like it's
setting up.
Yeah, setting up for what it is. Like if it was just barracks, then it'd be a bit obvious. So you're just having a look around. What are you doing, Lucas?
I assume I get to the gate and it's closed.
Yep.
I need you to open this so I can go outside.
Security will sort of look at each other, and you see the leader of the team sort of give his nod. So let the Pathfinder through.
I look at one of the guards. I assume they have rifles.
Yes.
Give me that. I need it.
So looks over. Lieutenant speaks up and says, "If they come through, we need more.
You have more in the armory.
Then go get some. We cannot weaken this defensive position."
you want to leave the door open while they'll get one, or can you just walk back now?
We can close it.
But you've already opened it.
You interfere with security operations. Either go through the door or leave. You're a Pathfinder, but that only gets you so far.
I leave.
Which leave?
Out the door.
Yeah. The door gets closed behind you.
And is there a hill next to the car park?
Well, it's a valley to get. You could go up dirt just out on the left-hand side after you walk out past the waterfall. To get properly above, you'd have to head through and up.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
So you're just gonna wander. Yep. You're gonna try to be subtle about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay out of sight.
Alright. Manipulation stealth, please, for a hide in plain sight.
I'm glad I'm staying inside the bunker.
So you're just keeping an eye on packs and.
I'm keeping an eye in the pack's room with the baton in case they come through.
So you're just watching the door?
Yeah, I'm like at the door, like with the baton, just like.
2 successes.
Yep. You barely, you don't even notice it. It's just a guy that walks through, and there's a lot of people milling about. So, yeah. So looking around, what are masks here?
Is it fine?
Yeah, it's back.
Oh thank God.
Are we back?
We're back.
Oh thank God, it's fine.
He's back.
Welcome back. Alright, let's try this again.
Sorry about that.
The mic stopped for some reason.
Technology is a wonderful thing.
We just had to fix it. It's fine.
So says the Arcadians. So they are wandering around. Some time passes. Wits composure check, please.
Well,
So where are you setting up?
on the hill, try and be so I can shoot into the gully or into the village if needed.
Sure. There's a former lookout position over the lake next to Waterfall 1. It is on the map if you look at it in real life, and you can set up a good position there.
No, yeah, I got that.
One success.
What weapon do you have?
I have the slingshot and pistol with a shotgun.
Oh god. Oh look, they're dangerous. I'm going to throw my gas at them. You notice after a little while, like, to give a better description of this place, it's a large U shape that backs onto the lake. So you sort of can go and get water from the waterfall without sort of really being having to go through any gates or anything like that. You see one of them wanders over to the lake and starts looking around over there.
Genuine fear. I'm not even here, but Skye is panicking.
Can you roll wits and computers?
Oh, me? Well then.
Pax is like, danger alert. What is that mean?
Danger, Robinson,
No.
danger. 4 successes.
You notice nothing.
Good. That means it's fine.
And you double check, and looks like the exterior aerial is disconnected. And you know that your dad has set up a process that if the arcade is set up, someone must have done it.
Everything's fine.
Team.
Yeah.
Fear, none.
So yeah, this guy sort of, one of the guys, he picks up the water and he tastes it a bit and gives it a nod.
Glad he approves.
There's just this tension in the air, as you could expect.
I'm trying to be as casual as possible.
Seeing a lot of security now is just at the point where they're like
Trying
resting
to-
their hands on their guns and stuff. You can see a
Trying
lot
to
of them
mosey
just
them away.
want the tension broken. It's like, yeah, they don't want them there, but they got no reason to not.
As I sort of go past security, if none of them are looking, I just kind of nod and tell them to relax a bit.
As you sort of give the directions, it's like, okay, an instruction, I can follow an instruction.
Yes, best day ever.
Something to do, something to do.
Can you roll stealth? If you're hiding?
Yeah, deck stealth.
Yes, please. +1 just because of how far away you are and you're elevated. And actually, make it +2.
Genuine fear.
It's better than that stupid fake figure.
2 successes.
As you, as you're looking down, you're sort of flat, looking over. You see the guy that tastes the water. He looks around again, looks up to where you are, and you see him squint his eyes for a moment, and he looks away.
Alright, might stay up here.
And I assume you're watching them all.
Casually. So
Yeah.
I'd be missing parts of it, but seeing parts of it.
Yeah. He looks towards the waterfall for a while. Turns around, walks over to where one of them's sort of advising, yes, if you connect like that, go to there, you can bypass that. And the logistics person's like, thank you, I know. He's like, so starts like giving it the cold shoulder, then realizes it doesn't really want to turn his back.
So I'm giving him the cold front of my chest.
Yeah. Then they all start nodding to each other and they get up and gather in the middle and they start thanking everyone for the hospitality and walk off. Back down the valley.
Oh, you know where we are if you need anything. Thanks for stopping by.
The one you spoke to first and goes, thank you, we'll probably be seeing you again.
I go back to work.
It's sort of a collective sigh of relief if they disappear around the corner further up the valley.
I mean, Sam's seen what they did in the security footage, but he's also seen logs that said they've got along perfectly fine for months and months before that.
Yeah.
So he's not too worried, but
I'm still fear.
Was there a white robe, or was it just all grey robes?
They all have the white robes.
Right.
The other colour, the only other people who wore other robes were like brown robes and the like.
And they
And that
were
was-
seers.
Yeah, they were seers. It was the seer, and there was another guy with the seer who was also covered in a robe.
In the brown.
Yeah. Yeah, they walk off, and it's generally a lot of sighs of relief.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I wait a while
How long?
until Sam comes back.
after they're out of our sight, I pull my radio out. Daryl, come in.
Still no response from Daryl. He's still doing the rounds.
No! The love of our life, why won't he return?
He treats us mean to keep us keen. You know how he works.
No!
I'm going to stay probably down for half an hour to an hour.
Yeah.
Oversee, make sure nothing happens.
Can you roll wits composure? I mean, I'm actually at the point of just pretty much don't bother, but actually.
Treat yourself. 3-4 days.
2 successes.
You're standing there looking down for a while. It takes you a little while to sort of notice. Eventually you realise there's a pair of boots next to you of someone standing, looking down with you.
I look up.
You would have seen him in the video footage. It's the guy who has like the loose, almost like lab coat, and just like city camos underneath. Well, sorry, white pants underneath. At least they were white ones. A pair of solid boots under. His coat has like blood on it. Clearly just doesn't care.
What are you doing here?
He just looks in. Oh, hi. Just thought I'd check this place out.
What place?
Little village down there.
Why are you up here?
Oh, it's a good vantage point. What's this? He reaches down to grab the slingshot.
It's my slingshot.
What's in here?
Nothing. It's a slingshot.
It's like holding up a little
Oh,
gas grenades.
Eat one and find out.
yes.
What does it do?
I'm not sure yet.
You can't be honest about it if you don't know what it does.
It's like,
Yeah, it's a good
how do you activate it?
Put it in your mouth and bite it.
Okay.
How big area do these gas grenades cover?
More than you really want them to right now.
Yeah,
Have you
it's
even
gonna
tested
get
them
me.
in wind though?
So it's going to cover me as well. So
yeah.
that goes to
That's how
bite it.
quick you
Depends if he
are.
closes
I
his
want
mouth.
to rip up my mask and put it on.
Alright. Roll just initiative.
Oh god. Oh Jesus.
When you say the guy from
That's what I
last
wanted.
footage, are we talking about the guy that led the arcade?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one who didn't seem to be under control.
Oh no.
6.
Yeah, he bites into it as you're pulling your mask up before you have a chance to reach
Yeah.
your face. I assume you don't breathe in though.
No.
Good idea.
No.
Okay. Sorry, that's a lot of dice I just rolled. He does that and just breathes in. It's like, it's not that. And there's like a little trickle of blood down inside his face. I rolled a lot of dice and they all failed. So can you roll your stamina +5? I think you're going to be fine, but that's basically what he rolled. He wasn't.
Can I add willpower to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need more dice?
Would you like? Yeah, go ahead and take one.
Yours is going to fail. It's going to be terrible.
Ha! That was the one that exploded.
It's almost only success too. 3 successes.
Yeah, maybe don't be mean to my dice.
I'm not. You're the one put some pressure.
As he coughs, you sort of keep your breath held. And you feel like the bits it doesn't cover, like your skin and the like, it just itches badly, but you don't breathe any of it in. The mask seems to cover your face and protect your eyes.
Yeah. How much damage does it appear to do?
It'd be very hard to tell.
Alright.
But he's still coughing just a little bit. And he looks really surprised. Like, yeah.
Can I do some sort of check to see how damaged he is and if I could just take him out?
Wits
right
science? Wits medicine? I'm going to do it at -2.
Kill him.
now?
Kill him now.
Willpower on this.
Kill him. Kill him now.
Come over to the dark side.
4 successes.
Definitely kill him right now.
Kill him.
Moving smooth.
He definitely appears distracted. And he's struggling to breathe. Whether or not he needs to breathe to be able to kill you, like how long it would take. If it was a protracted fight, and he'd be struggling for air too much to actually fight for a while.
I would like to whip up my sword off and shoot him.
Sure.
Kill him.
Bonus for being point blank.
No. Is that a bunker sawn off?
No, it's my sword off.
Oh yeah, see, the sawn off removes the penalty for shooting into close combat. Right?
Kill him.
So it's just
Kill
6
him.
plus firearms, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't subtract his defense because I just rolled no successes on 7 dice again. So he doesn't actually see you do this. And remember, shotguns are 9 again.
Is that a crit success?
Kill him.
6 successes so far, and I
It's a
dropped one of my dice.
super crit success.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, 6 successes.
What damage rating is that gun?
I have no idea. That's
Oh,
the
well,
first time I've used it.
Kill him.
-6.
3.
So that becomes 9 successes lethal. I'm just going to have to confirm with my book how easily you can wear this. Assuming you can.
If you actually have managed to kill him, Skye's anxiety is going to drop down to a normal level rather than severe
I
anxiety.
mean, this guy's just like one guy that showed up and we happen to see there's probably like 30 guys that are his superiors.
He's
Sorry,
the
I have more
one
gas.
that looked normal while everyone else went mental. Skye is most scared of that one.
I'm the one scared of the ones that actually go mental and attack us. He's just staying there, he can stand there as long as he wants.
Oh, he still killed people. He just looked like he was having fun.
Controller. And that's what she's scared
Is he a
of.
bit of a weight? Would you say he's a bit of a fat controller?
His name's Thomas.
Come on, we don't have Ringo Starr to narrate this, it's fine.
I'm just trying to entertain people while Brett reads.
Thanks. The me reading's fascinating.
Yeah,
So
I can watch
that was
it all
9
day.
damage.
Yeah.
Bloody maths.
Yeah, thanks a lot, math.
What has maths ever done for me?
Well, what's math done for me recently? Well, I built the aqueducts.
And the viaducts. So you just, where do you aim?
And the sheepoponics.
Yes. He has chips in the head. I have in his chest.
So you just like center mass.
Yeah.
So you hear a shotgun go off. It's not subtle.
I was like, Jones!
You look up and you see, I assume you stood up. Because otherwise you would have been taking prior
Yeah.
penalty. So you see Jones next to this guy in his white coat. And yeah, you shoot him in the chest and tear off a bunch of flesh. It starts bleeding quite heavily. And you just see like a weave of like material underneath it. You knock him over onto the ground. So yeah, you just look up and you see this guy sort of fall over. Like he's still clearly conscious, but you just point blank shotgun took him out. Balance. Actually, I gotta work out how much that actually did.
I'm so glad Skye is inside.
I'm actually far more scared if you manage to kill him, I'm not gonna lie.
I am too.
Yeah, because then what are the Arcadians going to
Yeah,
do?
the control shit's off. And they might just gone and murder him.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
That was to see if he stayed conscious. So you know,
Oh god.
he hits the ground
Oh
and he
god.
manages to. You see like just for a moment like his eyes start to close a little bit. And he sort of shakes it off.
I would like to shoot him again.
Well, he's lost his turn because you knocked him down basically. So yeah.
Kill him, please.
Okay,
Can I add
he's
willpower to this?
Punisher.
What?
Can I have willpower to attack?
If you have
Yeah.
willpower left, yes.
Can you please walk forward slowly while it's like round after round? Just
I don't have to. I'm standing right above him.
no, he's got knocked back. You have to walk over to him.
Oh, do I?
Just do it. That's cinematography.
There would actually be a penalty here.
It would be.
Yeah, because he's now aware of you, so he'd be trying to actively defend a dodge against.
Alright, so.
And you are like in melee combat still.
What's the. Yeah, but it's a sauna.
Yeah, but the penalty is normally -2 if you're firing at point blank range with a gun. You don't have it because it's a sawn off. But you still have to worry about him being like sort of trying to dodge to one side. So it's actually -5.
-5? Oh god. I used 2 willpower.
You cannot. One per round.
I didn't get any successes that time.
Feel mean now. Yeah, so you fire and he just almost lightning quick moves to one side.
Even without.
So what are you doing down there?
I signal to all the guards to mobilise, have their guns lowered, and I start moving around the side
Yeah.
with nothing. I would have left the weapons inside, I suppose. I've probably got my service pistol, that would be it.
I need to keep making sure he stays conscious. Yes, he does. He has willpower. He looks up at you, looks down at like the blood still running down, like covering his pants now, and turns and in one large jump jumps halfway up like the valley. Like I say half up the valley, you're already like a long way up, so it's not like the whole way up. But he jumps essentially about 20 meters. He's still within range, but you'll be taking. He's at like medium range now.
I can't believe he's not just British, but also a cheater.
Can I pull up the crossbow and shoot him with a gas grenade?
Sure. Well, when you took the, no, he had it in his hands.
Yeah, he bit
I assume he dropped it.
You should be wrong.
Oh.
Aww.
So what's the penalty for shooting him with a shotgun?
It's at the moment he's medium range, so -1. You're no longer getting into close combat.
But I still get 9 and 10 explosions.
You do, yeah. So you don't have that -5. It's just a -1.
Yeah, well, so I use my willpower.
As long as you've got enough left, buddy.
Yeah, I only got 1 left. So I'll use it all to kill this dude.
Please do. It'll make Skye happy.
The Arcadians, they're coming.
3 successes.
Yep.
That's 3, I'm sure.
So 6 in total.
Kill him.
So yeah, you pull your shotgun around, line up. You see as he's like stepping again for another jump, and you shoot. And he starts jumping as you fire, or just before you fire. No, sorry, you fire just before he starts jumping, and you clip him, and you see him cartwheel on land, and he doesn't get up.
Run over and shoot him again.
Sure. Make a strength stamina check just to run up there through like through the forest and the underbrush.
And the blood slick.
The blood's
No successes.
What?
No successes.
Crawling up, and you just can't get the footing to do it this round. You get up to where Jones was, the lookout part. You see him scrambling through the underbrush.
I've drawn my pistol and follow.
I'm glad I'm inside.
Do I make it to the body?
You gotta keep going.
Check again.
Do I need to make a check?
If you want to run, I assume.
Wait till your turn.
2 successes.
You get up there. That's your whole round though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Jones. Yep. Okay.
So that's just a stamina dex.
Yep.
Tripping the blood slick.
Yeah, you follow his path, including the bit where he like slipped and fell down slightly.
This is what we're meant to be doing, right?
Pathfinder, go!
So it's your turn. You are up there. You see him laying on the ground, twitching.
I shoot him in the chest again.
He's sort of laying face down.
In the back.
Yeah.
In the chest.
Shoot him in the back! Shoot him in the
So
back!
you just put the shotgun down, bang. So you're just aiming. You just put it in like the middle of the back.
Probably not directly on it, but yes.
Okay.
Hey, on the other side, he'll be easy to drag to Dawn.
No, less shotgun blast.
Remove his eyes.
Okay, but Dawn said she wanted more of
So
a
you
sample.
go, and you just
He's walking.
you do it, and you sort of hear a bit of a, boom, and all his limbs just stop twitching.
Sweet.
Because, I mean, who would have wanted to take the hyper battery from his chest? Am I right?
I mean, if there was one in there, it probably would have exploded by now.
Well, now it has. Sounds like it.
Do you know what you don't do in your combat, guys? Is make it so they get shot a couple of times, they just explode. You know?
So the battery's probably fine.
Nope.
It's
So you reach him and he's there. There's a guy in his little lab coat, blood all over him, just laying dead on the ground.
Now the question is, do you recognise him from the video?
I just put my gun up and shoot Jones right in the face.
That's essentially how it works.
I sort of go up and look at him, and I'm guessing I see the electrical components sticking out of his body.
Yeah. Like the back of his clothes is just torn with a close shotgun blast. You know, like the padding of the shotgun shell, whatever it's called, just tore it apart. The wadding. You see, his skin and back muscles torn apart as well. You see like some circuitry and then like layer of ballistic mesh.
I trust he started it.
Of course he started it. I would never attack an unarmed man.
Alright, well then... Well,
He has no weapons on him.
He
No,
has
but I know
arms. He has arms. And there are blades in there. He is doubly armed.
super armed. Perhaps we should take the body down.
Yes, we should definitely take it back to the bunker.
It's definitely deactivated, so we kick it.
Yes.
Go down, get a bag. Other people don't need to see this yet. I'll wait here.
No, yes, I head back down for a bag.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
No.
Find a bag that's the right size.
I
Oh
thought-
my god, I was about to say, does he need to put him in pieces? Is it like a Coles bag?
Worst come, like, you probably have to go into the bunker itself. Go down to like where they process dead bodies. Get a dead body bag, or a body bag as they're known. Come back up.
Better than the stupid live body bags that never work.
Nah, they're
They're
airtight.
for a
finding out.
different purpose.
Bring out your dad.
Well, he is dead. So yeah, Jones comes back. It takes you a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Still dead.
Still dead?
Yeah. Put him in the bag and up over the shoulder.
He's very heavy, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
that
he's.
heavy now that half his body's been blown out.
I pick up my
Only the meat parts.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Fleshy meat
do not
puppets.
follow him.
Is there a route I can take down the back so that way I'm not going through the settlement?
No.
Okay.
Welp. Bring him to dawn. Bring him
So
to dawn.
Arcadian's left, right?
Which composure? -2 from it.
Didn't you say he left before?
Yeah, Kagan's left. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna double check it, you know, why not?
I mean, yeah, I guess I give it a 4 when we walk in the village now.
I'm gonna have to get those dice checked.
3 successes.
You look and you see they're starting to head back.
We should probably get this body inside.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
And you got 4 successes?
3.
3. It's too close enough. They're coming back clearly being cautious and stealthy. It's just by being up, you could see the fact that they're like keeping low to like the trees and lines and other things like that.
It appears the Arcadians are about to attack us. Should probably ready your men.
Get everyone back inside.
That's a good plan, you do that. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and, not my crossbow, my slingshot and some gas.
Sure.
I'm going to go into the face zone and get the security guards, go to each of them and say, everyone inside now, round them up.
So yeah, you run down. you start essentially, people calling out alarm, pull back.
I can't believe you caused the campaign to end so soon.
It's not gonna end. I'm gonna slaughter these guys. I killed that guy so easily.
I stay there and make sure everyone's evacuated.
He was giving me back.
You see that they start running very quickly between point to point, approaching.
I would like to
trying to
have
be stealthy still. Trying to be stealthy still.
Yes, but it's like a really quick slow run. Like they.
Not quite Naruto running,
Yeah,
but
they're not like they're being cautious, more sort of stealthy as in cover to cover than stealthy as like they know they're going to get seen.
Okay. Great.
But they're not like being like, hey.
hey, you killed our
I'm gonna jump
leader.
back into the mouth of the valley.
You're gonna jog back? Yeah. So you like go to the palisade of this place?
No, I want to go into what? Because I assume they're heading not towards the village, just like towards.
They're headed towards the village.
Alright, I'll go just at the mouth of the valley so I can run back into the bunker when needed. But close enough so I can still just gas the village.
I hope everyone's out.
So the best spot for that would be the path out from the waterfall.
Yeah.
So you're sort of at the back of the fake village.
Where everyone's disappearing past.
Yeah. So people are running past you.
No, I'll follow them.
If I see them, I'm going to sort of step out towards the front of the village and just call out to them. Back so soon then.
As everyone runs away.
You get no response, but one of them does look at you.
I sort of make eye contact.
You see she raises her hand up like that. And you see there's like a circle on the end of her hand.
Oh my god, she's Iron Man.
What are you doing?
If I see that, I'll step back into cover from the walls.
I'm so glad I'm inside.
Now you roll well. Not with the guy I want to live. The wall section next to you just gets hit. You don't see by what, but it's just melts. And now there's like a large hole out that big.
Oh god.
Daryl!
Nope, Daryl's never coming back. No! It's the ultimate irony. Yep. So you see, because you got a slightly higher vantage point.
Yeah.
You see she just holds her hand up. See Sam duck back. This ball of energy just flies forward.
Can I gas her from here?
You can certainly try.
How many of these do I have left?
I don't know.
112.
Probably 3 more.
Alright, yeah, I'll gas her.
One for each one of them.
Holy house.
Don't hit Sam.
There's 4 of them.
So that's
Okay.
strength and athletics.
I guess I'm fighting one-on-one.
And it's going to be -3 penalty because it's at the weapon's extreme range. Because it's a slingshot.
I'm going to radio. Power armor mobilised.
Oh, if it's extreme range, I'll shoot them. It's only 1 dice.
Yeah.
I'll miss. He kills Sam.
Maybe.
So you radio that. Do you do anything else?
I start moving into cover to try and skirt up to the water so I can get in the water.
You can, with your close quarters combat, you know you can run and keep no line of sight onto you.
Yeah.
So you do that. So you sort of get to where Jones is at the back of this path to the waterfall.
Do I know that he was the last one in the village?
You can't see anyone else there.
What I'm doing is trying to go to the water, if I can, and jump in, swim into where the waterfall is and stand behind it so I can see past it, but hopefully it obscures me.
Alright, so you would have been able to jump into the water then.
At least you still got the body.
Uh,
I assume you carried it back in.
Yes.
Oh yeah, alright. I'm gonna run back down the valley and then I'm just gonna gas the front of it. Will the gas spread out enough?
you sort of. So you're next to the lake from. So there's not really any further to run.
Yeah.
That isn't straight behind the waterfall. Like it's probably only about like 2 or 3 meters and it's the waterfall.
Alright, I'll gas the entrance.
Sure.
I mean, and move behind the waterfall.
That works. It's not like it's a difficult target. You just. You see, like there's a slight discoloration of the air. You swim.
Sort of more.
Strength athletics. Just see if we get there in one round.
I'm so glad I'm inside. Skye would be having a panic attack so bad right now.
Or should be stabbing people with a knife. 1 success.
No, with the baton.
They'd be up running
It's
up
like,
like It's the blade snapping off.
Die, 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 die.
Stupid
What
idea.
did you get?
One success.
So you swim down under. You feel the fall of the water. So I think you're about in the right position. You see Pax go true to internal security compromised. So
Was
you're
that
running
internal or external?
external. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go raise the alarms inside.
I guess I'm watching the gas to see if they come through.
Yep.
Just say Pax discharge EMP.
Just go,
Yeah, it's computer. Blow yourself up.
just go running through the bunker up to the top like defense positions! Defense positions!
All the securities that currently in defensive positions look at you like, yep.
That's what we do.
So yeah, you are behind the wall.
Incoming!
Yep. Is the power armor mobilising? Can I hear it?
It's waiting in the top floor, inside the bunker. It was already would have already been some there.
Okay.
So it's not going to walk out. Because you got a bottleneck in a strong position. They're not going to come
Safer in there
outside.
than
Yeah.
coming out. Yeah.
You see one of these people walks forward. They walk really quickly in and then sort of duck into one of the rooms. You don't see them cough or anything like that. You don't. You're a fair distance, so yeah, you don't see them like.
Faulty gas
cough.
canister.
You need to guess them more.
It does look pretty dissipated. Like
More
it wasn't
lights.
like they picked it up and then like brought it in their
Bit.
mouth to be like a dickhead and died because of it.
Did the mask filter out most of the gas when I got gas before?
You think it filtered out all of it.
Alright.
But you also weren't moving or anything like that, and you weren't breathing either. So, yeah.
Hope for the best.
So yeah, you see, like, and then another couple run through.
Can I shoot it on my pistol?
Yeah.
How bad is the needle?
Pistol from that range, -2.
One success.
And it's a +1 weapon.
Skye just yelling inside like, intruders incoming! Be prepared!
You got like 400 security guards standing there with rifles labelled.
Skye is having a panic attack!
So
inside.
you shoot, you clip one of them in the shoulder, it sort of just flicks back. Doesn't seem to have the force of a shotgun, point blank range, and you just see the robe has a little bit of a blood smear on it, but it doesn't seem to inconvenience this guy.
They are also in defensive mode.
I'm staying in position.
What's the plan, Sarah?
So
I'm waiting.
Skye, so you're still running through Sky's Fallen?
Well, the intruders are coming.
Yeah.
Running through up to make sure all the security at the top are well aware that an attack is incoming.
Let's see if I can knock you out to make you quiet.
I mean, that's what I make expect. Just like, she needs to sleep now.
So you see them run through the village, look around, same with you.
So I'm just waiting to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I've got my gun sort of drawn, keeping it sheltered under my arm from the water.
Yep.
Just ready to draw and fire if I have to.
Do you pull back past the waterfall?
Yeah, I did that before.
Okay. You see that a couple of them start walking around where everyone had just run. Another, guy and a girl. The girl sort of take up defensive positions near the edge of the lake. There's a thin stone wall still. And you see
Morse
them
code would still be a thing.
You'd have something like because you're underground, so
So instead of using the radio to talk, 'cause I'm under heavy water, I'm just going to start Morse coding 2 incoming, 2 defending.
I'm sure you have shortcuts for that. I mean, you're part of the security force, so.
Yes, fine job.
What do you do?
There's no cover here, is there?
No, there's like the cave comes in a little bit, so it would be possible.
I'll just stand here and watch.
Yep. Just something to be aware of. The door is closed behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to open it, but apparently we're not doing that.
You're the first cannon fodder.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gas myself. I'll be fine.
You know, you probably will be.
Go down guns blazing.
So yeah, you see the two of them reach the waterfall. And walk through without slipping over.
Curses.
The other two watch, and once they're like, you see you see the two step through the waterfall.
Yeah.
They look around. Do you do anything?
I gas myself as a reaction as they come out.
Let's see, it's basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I assume you have your mask on.
Theatricality
I've
and
got on this
deception.
entire time.
Hmm?
I've got on this entire time.
Yep. So they're walking. Jeez. Where are you earlier than your successes? I'm only going to make you roll because with it dispersed. Yeah. I assume you like throw it near the waterfall and not at your feet.
Yeah.
So they step through the waterfall. Can I get you two to both roll me like 8 dice?
8 dice
Yeah.
each.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm so gonna listen to this.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes from me. I'm guessing we're going successes.
Yeah.
And that's also 2 from me.
So you sort of throw this gas grenade down. They come in, neither of them seem affected by it. Then you see 2 brilliant arcs of energy just zap both of them.
We rolled for the dice.
Go turrets.
I would just Darrow on the hill.
Daryl came back. My heart.
He's like, I heard you the whole time.
I'm coming, baby. Don't worry.
So yeah, these big holes get melted through them. They look around. One of them rushes one of the turrets.
Don't hurt our turret.
You see rushes over as comes across, the blade slides out, jumps up and swings and hits the turret and cuts deeply into it.
Can I shoot the rest of the lines?
Hmm?
Can I shoot the rest of the lines?
You'll come in a second. The other one comes towards you.
Yeah.
What's your defense?
Defense is 4.
Actually, I should actually remove that if I'm going to ask you. What armor are you wearing?
Still just chest armor.
Okay, so that was, what's the standard armor on that?
242.
Okay. You take 4 lethal damage.
Alright.
Comes up and-
We gotta sleep before these guys arrive, right?
You want a pencil? There you
Nope.
No.
No, we got back and they're like, reporting
Yeah.
no intruders.
You said 2.
Yeah. Alrighty, so can one of you, Ishtar, can you roll 8 dice? Okay, can you roll 4 dice?
1 success.
I'm gonna take a little bit longer.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I'm not killing you. Oh, didn't
Well,
get
maybe.
I got 3. I was trying to kill Ben.
So the one guy is cut. Is the guy's sort of trying to move and get into another position. The turret drops down, cuts. Outside would be an amazing light show because the light goes through the waterfall down and then just clips it across the shoulder. Its arm drops and then it drops afterwards. The one that comes in and stabs you just falls backwards as his deep holes just burnt through it.
It stops moving?
It stops moving.
Alright.
And then
Call the other 2 up.
you see the other 2 turn around and just start walking off. Walking.
I'll Morse code. Remaining enemies leaving. Recommend extermination.
I'm just gonna shoot after him.
You probably don't see them. You're sort of deep inside the cave.
Right.
Just you go out. And
This will
walk.
be the protocol for power armor to come out and be like, finish them off. I want them reporting back.
Yeah.
They probably already have. They probably got
Probably,
like.
we don't know that.
They probably got like radio signals.
door
in the
is-
brain.
Open. So there is some time passes, like rounds. Doors are open, or the first door opens, another round. Second door opens, another round. Guy walks out halfway through the cave, another round to the front, another round. But you see he has got the laser rifle, and yep. So they're outside the palisade, and they keep walking. Lines up. It's heavier caliber than the turrets, and just one of them just drops to the ground. At that point, the other one runs.
Hit.
Hits that one, stumbles to one side, keeps going, like dives into like there's the water culvert, dives into that. You see the guy in the power armor looking around, can't get a beat on him. You roll stealth for them. We roll visual for the power armor.
They have heat signals, like there's something about the water there.
Alright, you see him fire again. I'll show you roll for that. But you can't see what's happening at this point.
This is a matter of bunker security. I'm charging. I'm running forward to try and.
Yeah, as you go, you get out the water. You see the guy fire again. It's just a chance at this point, basically. You see where the laser goes. It's to the culvert, and clearly the guy doesn't have a clean shot. He's just taking pot shots.
I mean, to be fair, is this the light energy or is it electricity?
It's the light.
Okay, then yeah, it wouldn't electrify the water. That's what I was checking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to head towards there with my pistol leveled, ready.
How quick are you moving?
As quick as I can.
Alrighty. Strength athletics, please.
Lucas came up behind, but knowing her as well. Lucas came up behind, but knowing her as well. He chose to retrieve the water.
3 successes.
You make some pretty good pace, and you've been in this area long enough. You're like, okay, they're sneaking through there. If I go sort of up the side a bit, I'll get a clean line of sight. So it goes that way, but you sort of move to a point where you think you can get a good shot, and you get there and you look up and you see he starts running out.
Yep. Do I have time to line the shot up?
Not aim, no.
Okay.
But you have time for a shot. And they're
Kill him.
moving at a
Kill
pace
him.
that's quicker than yours.
Kill him. Kill him.
Really badly damaged though.
It was a success. 2 success.
2 successes.
Is that with your
Bolton.
your Bolton pistol?
Yeah.
And that is enough.
Yes.
Just a heavy caliber. Boom. And then just
Start going across to the body. Get to it, make sure it is actually dead.
crawling slightly. But with the amount of blood coming out, they're not going to get far.
Yeah, I sort of walk up, put my fronts back, put the pistol up, just back of the head.
No, circus.
Stops moving.
They're just like.
Then I start dragging that one back up.
The guy with the power armor starts moving backwards and sees you doing this.
I rally back to whoever's in charge of security and say, come up, collect the bodies, seems to be safe now.
You get
Hostiles
affirmative.
terminated.
I assume you get out the way of the guy with power armor walking backwards?
No.
Yeah, they come out and sweep the area, bring the bodies back.
Well.
Let's take them to tech. We need to look at these, work out what they are.
Dawn's gonna have a field day with 5.
People agree.
Alright, high security, patrols all night. Let's go. I'll send the bodies off to Jones.
Lieutenant Walker, who seems to have assumed command of the front, agrees and sets all that up.
I'll send them off the bodies and I'll off to stay out here and patrol.
He appreciates it and welcomes you to join.
Yep.
So what are you doing after? You sort of still running around?
I'm running up to the top just to see what's happening now, and if the door's open and the power armor's coming back in, I'm going to pop outside and check on the others.
People are moving in and out. Yeah, you probably see Sam come in. Did Lucas come back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's following the bodies.
So you'd see these two. Well, you'd see Lucas come in following the bodies. Security are carrying the bodies.
So we killed 5 of them, so we're safe. We're good. We got this.
Is that them? The Arcadians? Are they dead?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. How many?
How many did we actually kill?
4
There
plus
were
1.
5.
4 plus the boss guy that you killed originally.
Alright. There's 5 of them. There will be more. We must study them.
I agree.
Oh no, not you, just me. Go away.
I assume they're going down to R&D. I'm allowed into R&D.
We don't need you.
Right, let's take it to trial again.
What's up?
You're at the front.
I will whack you with this turned off. Don't make me turn it on.
Whack.
I'm gonna take notes now. Ignore everyone.
Yep.
I'm
So
gonna
they
follow
get
the
taken
boys.
down to R&D,
I'm going to follow them to R&D as well.
where Scott and eventually Winter and half of the higher ups in logistics turn up, and the half of the higher ups from everywhere else turn up. The room's very crowded, and they move all their other projects they're working on, mainly for you guys at this point. To one side, Dawn's there. The other guy from the armory must be just down the armory looking after it.
The token placeholder.
Yeah,
Not Dawn.
not Dawn.
Is
Yeah.
his name Dusk?
This now.
I did have a name for him at some point. Leo.
Oh, that's not as fun.
Aww.
Yeah, so they get basically thrown on some benches. And
Yeah.
I'm totally just opening up one of their heads.
people are kind of happy for the direction.
You just showed them how to take apart an Arcadian.
What are you looking for? Anything in particular? Like, what are you doing in particular?
All the stuff that wasn't on the other one because Daryl blew its head off.
You're going to start ripping out eyes and brain.
No, I already got those.
Tongues?
Well, imagine between the 5 bodies we could put a full Arcadian back together.
Intelligence and crafts, please.
Craft it, yeah.
Sorry, intelligence and science, I meant.
We could
I think
make
it's the same
an
thing,
Arcadian program it and have it like as a attack dog for our team.
Could I make it my drone?
A golem. Our own little Arcadian golem.
Isn't that the
This
plot
is
of the
morbid.
Terminator? Oh, sorry, Terminator 2?
Probably.
This is incredibly morbid.
Let's do it though.
Yeah, it's...
Never get another player, they can be the Arcadian.
2 successes.
Yeah, it's just a matter of just time. You're working on it. You don't screw anything up. You think with enough time, you better get whatever's in the head out.
On a side project, I like to set Dawn to just strip one of the bodies completely of its inside armor so I can wear it as a suit.
Yeah, Dawn's not really taking orders at the moment. She's just having fun with one of the other
I'll
ones.
find some
She's having her own field
plebs and I get them to do it.
Yeah. You see there's a subtle... Well, you probably don't because you don't pay attention to these things, but if you were a more social person, you might... Skye probably notices there's a subtle nod from Scott and you maybe start doing it.
I'm just annoyed by all the useless people in here.
Can relate.
This is a great time to be a taxidermist in the bunker.
Basically.
Only time.
Yeah, this is we're all suddenly taxidermists now.
Except for me. I'm a target. For the 400 Arcadians that just showed up at the front.
Oh god, we're going to have to end up murdering the entire Arcadian species just to protect ourselves.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. We just wear their skin.
So, in this room, you're all working away. Lucas is pulling the head apart. You see another group of people just rather gruesomely just stripping the outer meat suit off of one of these. It'd be horrible. These things are weaved essentially into their
All
lower
of their
It
epidermis.
wouldn't smell very nice either, I imagine.
No.
If Skye didn't already have mental trauma, she'd already barfed.
I like
But
to think
she's
it
now
smells
working.
bad. We're like 1,000 people in a bunker. Everything smells bad.
Yeah, we should probably get the tolerance for biology merit by this point.
It smells bad.
You have to spend it. I'm just going to give it to you.
Oh yeah,
But,
I'm saying that we should probably buy it at some point.
So you're in this room with a huge amount of important people. Like people are pretty crowded in here. Struggling with the elbow room. You already like. There's not a lot of air in here either. And suddenly the lights go out and you hear the doors click close and then the air powers down.
I casually walk around outside whistling.
Yeah, it's very bright out there, lots of air.
Fresh and clean.
You can walk any direction you want, including up.
He doesn't notice he's busy.
He notices. There's no light for you to work.
Oh.
I miss that.
I mean, you do notice your power armor glasses adjust very slightly, but it's not enough to continue.
Is there a
working.
torch on there?
No.
Is it just localized?
Wait, I'm carrying.
You're in the room.
Can I exit the room to see if it's just localized to the room?
Well, there's people at the doors, you hear them go, "They're locked!" But you do see that there's no, there's no light on the corridor outside of it.
Well, this is a problem. I'm assuming I instinctively know what event is in this room.
There's vents in this room, yeah.
Yeah, I just go over to it.
You push past the people, you see it's a group of people looking up at the vent.
I just climb in.
So you go up to the vent, start pulling it off, and pull it down.
No. No, I just hop in and go in.
You head into the vent, you go in, and like the vent to the security bunker in the other place, you eventually get to a point where it's been closed off. It's been sealed.
Break it open.
Automatically. Like,
Yeah. Can I break it?
What do you have? Yeah, you can.
I got a multi-tool.
That might take some time, but you can, yeah.
Yeah. I get
Dexterity and crafts.
I'm gonna laugh if it's just like the bunker system's auto shut down from just too much at once. Or it's like
Or
needs
because you
to
walked away
pack
from
in.
PAX halfway through doing something and forgot to shut it down. So it's like doing 100.
You mean while it was in the process of being hacked?
It can't be hacked. It's
I assumed there
unhackable.
were other people in there, like
I was
Dad.
brought up being told it was unhackable. It's
Yeah.
unhackable.
Like I assumed there were actual staff members who work on PAX in the PAX room working on PAX.
Well, maybe your dad needs to learn his job better.
2 successes? Yeah, it's taking time. You're struggling to breathe. Can you make a stamina check?
Sure.
Let me just make one for the room as a whole.
Everyone's dead.
I failed.
Yeah, so did everyone else.
Great.
You're all struggling to breathe in there.
Great.
Take a bashing damage.
And everyone keeps shouting about how everyone needs to stop breathing their air and breathing more air by shouting.
And now they're arguing about it.
If
Someone else is like, why can't we all just go down out the vent like Jones?
Does Jones become in charge?
He's already
Everyone
gone.
dies? No.
Well, probably the remainder of the Pathfinder team probably would. I mean, the head of security's in there. The head of logistics is in there. The minister's there. Probably the head of the chief administrator. So Ashton, he would take over of the bunker itself. So roll again.
Save us, Jones.
You're the only hope.
There's Obi Jones.
Nope.
I swear to God.
Did you use willpower? Do you have willpower?
I do. I have one left. So I'm good.
Might be the time.
No, it's okay. I got a rebreather. I've lost something in there.
Can you make a stamina check?
Yes.
Plus, realistically, I can just punch a hole in this thing and I get it.
Still no successes.
Another bashing.
No?
Ah, that was a 6.
No, yeah, it was a 6.
It's like, at least got an 8. One
No.
Nope.
Some order seems to be starting to get made where people sort of sitting down quietly and relaxing. It's not like this is the first time a place has lost air.
Is there one guy like at the door with his lips pressed up against the bottom of trying to breathe out from underneath it?
Even though he knows it's not going to work, he's trying to make himself feel good, yeah.
Buttons out.
But people are looking around the room, trying to work out what tools can get through it. You see Scott and Winter having a sort of a hushed discussion about what to do. Check again.
After he's done that check, I'd like to say something.
It's like you're all about to die. Fail them all.
Is that 15 dice with not a single success?
I got 2 successes on the first one.
No, okay.
you need to make a stamina check first.
Yeah. Nope.
So each one of these checks is about 5 minutes a piece.
Yep, that's fine.
No one thinks to radio the people outside.
Nope.
Destroy their brain matter. I'm assuming it's the Arcadians.
A couple of logistics people look at each other and half in panic, half of just taking a direction. They start laying in with the tools they had.
Destroy the brain matter.
Getting like a big monkey wrench and just holding their head down and splat, 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 splat.
Sticking into their boots.
The place starts smelling of brains and vomit as people start setting each other off. You see Scott walk over. He has a half-built elephant gun, essentially. He walks over to one of the tempered glass windows into the corridor. He just puts it up to the thing.
Yes, Scott, yes. No, Scott, no. God damn it, Scott.
He looks very disappointed in himself.
You've got to load it.
He's like, damn it. I haven't finished the mechanics yet. And he just starts hitting like the glass. Someone gets the idea and there's another entrance to the room on the other side. You start hearing things hit the glass there.
So our doors not have emergency releases.
Nope.
Right.
Sounds about right.
No, because this is a secure room. Like a secure room. So like the bunker. If it was just like someone's quarters, yes. If it's a high security area, not so much.
Genius.
Not even on the inside?
No, because what if it needs to get locked down by security?
True.
Can you make another check?
Escape switch. Say locked in.
Both of you, yeah.
Yep.
2 successes.
Finally, a success.
So yeah, you don't take another bashing damage. You sort of are most of the way there now. One more check. The lack of light and everything is just not helping.
I saw little animals going had a scurried up in the bushes.
2 successes.
Yeah, you ping the last bolt out. Put it to one side.
There's air on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it and then I continue along the vent.
Yeah, you continue out deeper into logistics. Some time passes. You sort of know these vents well. Anywhere in particular you're going?
I guess just straight outside the doors.
So you head to the nearest vent that will get you to the corridor outside. Stamina check. +1. There's a little bit of air coming in now.
2 successes.
Yeah, so no more, not damage for the moment. Still deep breath. Everyone's calming down. There's a little bit of air coming in.
Lucas is on the other side.
You see someone get up to the vent. Or like there's one on the outside of the room. Start taking it apart. And they slide in. So you get around to the outside of the door into the corridor.
Yeah. Now, I assume I know how sturdy these doors are. Do I think I can blow it open or pull it open?
You remember that the one into the security in another place couldn't be exploded open, but that was also thicker than this one.
I look around for...
But having said that, there is a point where enough force, anything will break.
Yeah. How strong are the power suits?
Strong enough that they'd probably break the door down.
Yeah, I will find some sort of radio or a security person and be like, we need a power suit down here to open this door. Unless we actually have a machine that does that.
Well, there's probably like a metal saw. What do you call them? Like rotary saw? Metal one?
I'll call that then.
So yeah, you run into the more tool-based lab rather than that fine R&D based lab, and you look around. Beyond some people are like commenting on the dark corridor, but people are working fine.
Normally here. Power outside as well.
Yeah, like just the room and the corridor out the front, the lights out there. But you run into like logistics proper. People are just going out their work normally.
Yeah, I just put the power saw and head back to the door.
Yep. So you walk back and just check again, please. Still with the +1.
One success.
So you run up to the door. You know where the hinges are. You are familiar with screwing around the doors. Alright, so strength, crafts, -3.
I will use willpower for this.
When I start to hear him cutting open the door, I'm going to say that it's Lucas. Everyone keep back.
I thought it was going to be a compliment. I thought it was like, Lucas, he's here to save us all.
No successes.
I can hear it on the outside.
That's why she told everyone to get
Get
back.
back.
Yeah, you start to cut in. You don't make any real progress, but you can see it will work. It's just a matter of time. So another roll for both of you.
Hey.
That's 3 successes.
1 success.
So I tell you the one that matters.
I know.
Unless you get a crit, that'll be different.
True.
So yeah, very slowly you're digging in. It's going to be who does the most rolls first. Successes first. Can you both roll again?
I'm going to, by this point, tell the highest level of administrators to start leaving through the vent. It's important that they leave. No success that time.
I also got no
So-
successes.
What?
No successes.
But you're both taking time. Some people agree, and Ella gets lifted up into it.
She'll find her way. It's fine.
Which will block off the air for the next bit.
Yep.
So roll again. No +1.
Yep.
It's important that people from administration survive.
Yep.
I
There's
fail again.
1 success.
You see with the air cut off again, more people are starting to struggle to breathe. Can you get once again?
Might be time to go and get some help.
Yeah.
Someone knows how to
Like-
Maybe I should have yelled out when I went in.
I mean, some people are like looking like, why have you got?
This should be able to work it out. I'm going to
You
dedicate
killed
I've got the
anyone?
wrong one, he's just got a handsaw and he's standing at the door.
1 success. There you go. I mean, from
Hey.
So how many successes total? 3, so?
Yeah.
I have 2 successes on the stamina check.
Yep. So
Ella's moved through.
Ella's moved through. People looking around. They look over at Colton, head of security. He sort of looks up and he's like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Someone else goes. He's like quite husky frame. It's just like
A rather portly gentleman.
Comparatively.
he's still got like muscles from when he was younger, but now there's like a bit of a, it's not as firm as he used to be.
He's not a young warthog anymore.
He's now an old sow. Okay, check again. Unless you're doing something different.
No.
But they send someone else through.
2 successes.
1 success.
4, 5. You get through the first one.
Yeah.
There's a second one you have to get through.
Yeah.
So again,
No successes that time.
1 success.
so yeah, again.
1 success.
1 success as well.
So yeah, you're starting to cut through the bottom. You start seeing people are passing out now. A couple of the less in shape people are just sort of sitting down. Are out. So yeah, people are still crawling through that vent. Some of them have started going through the other vent, but it's that people are blocking it. It's not letting air back in the room. Alright, once more. Once more into the breach.
No successes.
1 success. I know that the people that are sleeping will be fine after they get air back in them.
Unless I'm not on edge for too long.
Yeah, as long as it's less than 4 minutes, it's fine.
Isn't this 5 minutes per round?
Yeah, it's like real. It's like it's not
It's
no air.
complete
It's
no
just
Yeah.
It's
So the
complete
problem-
nowhere for 4 minutes.
yeah. So it's like
And
a real problem when they get air because half of them will still might die.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this is fine.
So you got successes?
None.
None. Oh Jesus.
I swear to God.
Someone's like, do you want help?
I'm busy. We gotta cut open this door. 1
1
success.
success.
Yep. No, 1 success.
Clearly,
You're nearly there. You're
know
nearly
what
there.
he's doing.
See people on the other side ready to push it open.
Didn't start shooting through.
Some of the heftiest guys from logistics.
Nope. We're toe to toe at the moment.
You see Winter's like, Jones, what did I tell you? Cut. Ah.
I let her die.
Oh, jeez.
1 success.
2 successes.
You're nearly there. You're nearly there.
I swear to God.
What's the role for if Lucas just leaves her for me to annoy you?
2 successes.
Apparently this is it. No successes.
Oh my god! Lucas, I swear to fuck!
You see, how many have you hit your bashing limit?
No, I'm on another 2, but I still have 3 health points.
Clearly, you're one of the fitter people here because most people
Yeah.
are saying that. That's how only the real sort of fittest people are.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
As you march through the wasteland.
You're all gonna die.
I got
Really?
another 2. Jesus fucking Christ!
You can shoot someone in the head and insta-give them, but no, you can't
And you
cut open a door.
through a door.
Alright, again. You see someone else turn up with like another cutter.
That's good, because I'm not doing anything.
I got another
Again?
success.
I gave you a faulty saw. It's not my problem.
You grabbed the blunt one.
He just pushes you out the way. It's like, no, it's here. Gets the very last bit of it.
Clearly someone gave me a faulty saw.
You grabbed it.
I grabbed the faulty saw.
And then he like pulls it open and people start, like the air comes just rushing in. People are like patting him on the shoulder as they're sort of moving out to the corridor into logistics.
That guy's a hero.
He is.
Lucas, what the fuck took so long?
I dropped my saw, ignore everyone, and I got 7 bodies.
It's once you walk in, you make a stamina check.
1 success.
Oh, now you get it.
Yeah. Where was that a moment? And while
I
everyone's...
didn't mean to start copying it here.
While
but it's
Ishtar's role-playing Skye will take a break.
I didn't mean to start
soon.
copying, but here we are.
As I tried to save you.
There was a mode to go into.
Inadvertently, in role-playing, having all the air back.
So I think I've said this before. When I was
this is the one you can edit.
Oh, fuck.
an admin in physical assets at Tabletop, a freedom of information request came in once to find out why, like, to get information as to why most people died in police
Lies
raids
exist.
and what the police had done about it and stuff. And they'd done something about it because they'd commissioned a bunch of reports. It was all these Arcadians, these cybernetic people.
Damn Arcadians.
And
Everything was going so
Jones, after a heroic effort, nearly freed them, and then some glory hole random NPC just pushed him out of the way and fixed it. And it's getting many pats on the back. But people are pouring out of this room now. The door's been angle grinded through, starting to pour into the logistics. Breathe deeply.
Getting that horrible smell of decaying Arcadian.
Yeah, or just any breath. Like they'd be happy to breathe that, but.
I mean, the people entering in order to take the unconscious people out.
Oh yes.
They're just like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Someone want to roll wits medicine?
Yes.
Who is present?
You didn't specify at the start.
Well, you can roll it if you want. You just won't find anything.
Yes.
Anyway, that's no successes.
Exactly.
One success.
You've heard enough stories of people who have had shallow asphyxiation when like doors are closed and areas have collapsed. These people need oxygen quick, so you don't know if the cool's gone out or what.
We need to get these people up to get oxygen quick. I think they might have shallow asphyxiation. I start pointing to the people who are unconscious, just like, take them to medicine now. Take them to medical, go.
You hear on the CB, it's like medical teams, oxygen to R&D labs, stat.
I'm still just studying this dead guy.
Just like me on that.
Stamina, please.
One success.
You think you'll be fine, at least until the air comes back in the room?
I'll get on radio and... What's happening? Sit rep.
You back? We don't know. We lost power and the doors to the R&D lab.
Under control?
Yeah. We got them open. We haven't got power back yet.
Okay, over and out. Everyone's safe. I'm more concerned about them storming into the middle of the night. No one being safe.
Nobody's safe. Nobody!
It doesn't take too long before people with oxygen tanks turn up. They just start giving the people who need it some oxygen. Think Doctor Who, John on the moon. So yeah, what are you guys doing after that?
This guy is just going to exit the room and get some better air, just like trying to walk it off, just like...
Just go up and put your face on a vent.
So you're...
I'm going to head up to PAX.
Studying.
Yeah, you see the broken components of their heads. Someone in the panic just broke all their heads.
You fools, we needed this. I start collecting all the bits, see what I can salvage.
Yeah, you see. Unfortunately, most of the really vulnerable stuff is really small, so there are like chips and stuff. So while it's broken on one, it's broken on another. Maybe you can put it all together. I don't know why you would want to, but to be honest, that's for your character.
Alright, I give up on that and I go examine the guy with the Iron Man arm.
It was the woman. So you walk up to her. Yeah, you see she has some sort of metal device in her hand. You start cutting it open, I assume.
Yeah.
Around. There's thick power cords that go up. She doesn't have a blade in that arm. And as you cut through, it's just a matter of time for you to do it, so I won't make you roll. They go up and they connect to an energy core in the middle.
Alright. What kind of energy core do these guys have?
Peter had...
Is it bastardized hyper battery? Is it bastardized hyper battery?
No, it's technology you're not familiar with.
Ooh.
Except it does look very complex and high technology.
Is it still on?
Is there an engraving that says proof the Arcadians have a heart?
No.
How many people
It is in
have
place
that?
where the heart would be, so they don't have a heart.
Do we have like a testing range in this room?
There's no
No.
power in this room.
No, you don't.
I have power. Can I pull this entire thing out of the body?
Power thing?
Gun, power cord and battery?
Yeah, I mean, sort of. But before we get to that, that is taking you quite a while because there isn't really light in here.
There's the
I picked
open
up a
front
torch on my
doors.
way back.
I mean, you have a torch on you, you just never turned it on.
Oh, I turn it on.
I know.
We
And
were
I-
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Duct tape it to my mask.
Because the metal band that goes around it just digs in a bit more as you do that.
Yeah.
Yep, so
I'm heading up to PAX.
you start heading up to PAX. You get to the open space of the central elevator shaft that has no functional elevator.
I start
You
walking
start
up.
walking up.
If I can, I want to take a team of 3 of the security on patrol and go and investigate the nearby building.
Yep. So you head over there and look inside. You see that there's a couple of dead mole rats. You've been pushed to one side. Looks like they were cut down in a hail of small caliber bullets.
Mole rats or wom rats?
One rats. Totally not mole rats exist in the real world. One rats. So the giant wombat creatures.
We'll start cautiously clearing it floor by floor, so we've got the opportunity of a vantage point at the top for any incoming Arcadians.
So
Use that building as the new settlement.
well, it's already been partially cleared. Like that was clearly part of the plan. The one rat's been killed. Things have been moved to the side. Looks like it's been neatened up a little bit. You reach the top of this 4-story building, and on the top is a fire tower.
I'll sort of start climbing it if it looks safe enough.
It looks relatively safe, so you're pretty cautious and climb up. Get to the top.
How good is the vantage point across the fake settlement and down towards where the burn village is?
You reach the top. There's actually a dead body up there. Looks like it's been there for quite a while. Very weathered, just a skeleton left.
But a strange metal band on the finger.
It's you get a perfect view over it.
Okay.
Like it's just straight down. The building's up a bit on the valley wall. You got a 4-story building, fire tower on top of it. It's designed for you to be able to see very far. You can just look straight down, and you can look down the valley where the Arcadians came from. You can also look back up above the waterfall where Jones was on the lookout when the attack happened. Or some would argue that he initiated.
Some
The
would argue.
attack.
I climb back down and start skirting the top of the building. How good's the vantage point if we're not using the actual tower? If we're just going to the corners?
It's still really good. The only, assuming people remember to look up at the top of the valley sometimes, it's a pretty good vantage point.
I'll start mobilising security to bring something up to fortify the top of the fire tower.
Yeah.
And also put some decoy up there, but never use it. So if something's coming and attack it, at least they'll know before and not get caught in it.
So they have agreed they'll make some dirt bags, similar to sandbags, but you're used to doing it with dirt.
Yeah.
And taking your idea, they get like a light machine gun that no longer has bullets that suit it, and they sort of set up appears to be a machine gun next up the top. They get just some clothes essentially and just lay it over, so it looks like there might be a shape up there.
Yeah.
Covering the entrance into the valley.
Then I'll go down and see if we can secure multiple levels of the building, so if we have to fall back or defend it, we can stop people at each level.
There's a lot of furniture and the like inside, so it's not too difficult.
Yeah, cool.
You do similar things that you saw at the Mount Lofty Summit with the whatever they were up there. The group of miscreants who kidnapped some of your friends and sold them into slavery.
The dead men.
Yes. Not the women and children.
Only the men were
Some.
dead.
You didn't kill them because you didn't realise they were there.
The women and children are all now dead throughout the forest. They had no food or water or shelter
Or guns.
or guns.
Look, what happened to them isn't my concern. Their men shouldn't have sold our people into slavery.
Hey. You're down in the bunker still. Enough of that.
You set it up with a variety of furniture and so forth.
Yep.
Sort of double backs and things like that. So if you're coming down as a group, it's not too difficult to get into, but if there's people firing at you, you'd have to go into clear cover, like firing angles and the like.
Yep. Cool. I'll radio Lieutenant Walker and ask him for permission to leave the team here as a part of a rotating team to keep an eye out until things are
That's
definitely
fine. You have no shortage of security who are active at the moment. Might be an issue long term, but at the moment it's like 90% of security are awake.
Yeah.
So you have like a couple of hundred people.
Volunteering, just like ready to go.
I'm not sure if volunteering is the exact right word, but not especially not to be on the outside in the first line, but
prepared.
Are activated.
So I'll tell the 3 to wait here, and then I'll radio in for another 3 to join them.
Sure. Yes, you radio through. Little while comes, and then there's a call in CB. It's like we've been trying to contact team, but they're not responding. We've investigated, and it looks like part of the brig has been closed off. So you guys hear that down there as well. What do? You're busy.
Do you need me to investigate?
We'll send a security team. There's people around there.
Okay, good.
So the well's like, we got some bad news. It looks like there was a power malfunction, and the door's closed. We've lost them.
I guess we worry about who's left now.
At that point, someone gets on and is like, that sounds similar to what happened in logistics. Careful, everyone check into their supervisors. You hear Ashton's voice.
Someone should probably check on Pax. It might know what's going on.
Meanwhile, Skye's strolling up to Pax like,
Right, Pax. What's going on, buddy?
take me to your manager, Pax.
When you reach, you see your dad, some security staff, some other techies, trying to get into Pax. The door's closed.
Dad, what's going on?
I can't talk at the moment. This door's closed. We're trying to get through it. You see him, he's like playing with the panel, and everything he does is just cutting up, red.
Just cut the door open. We had to do this in R&D.
He sort of looks at like the guys around him.
Just cut it open.
So to one of the security, he's like, go get someone from logistics.
10 minutes later, Jones comes up.
So he keeps trying different things. Just like every code I try is just locked out. Well, Glenn turns up. He's the hero of the of everything. He starts hacking into the door
Quite deftly, quickly.
No, these things are really well designed.
It's Pax. It's designed to be kept safe. We can fix it afterwards. Just go through it.
I am. You see him, he's like, there's a look of like, I know what I'm doing.
This guy just like the Karen of the hour, just like.
He gets a +1 Karen bonus. No, crit fail. So he's working his way through it. So just continuing to investigate.
Continuing to plot this arm, yes.
Alright. That will just take time.
Yeah.
There's nothing urgent to do with that.
There's nothing going on that I have to worry about.
Well, that you can tell.
I don't care.
Not if you're just like trying to like take off
I mean,
the ballistic armor and stuff like that. Well, the subdermal ballistic armor, like.
So I'm imagining sort of the bunkers here, goes down to the car park here, and then the building's over here.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere over here we could also start setting up a vantage point?
Well, it's a valley,
So we could set up on the hill.
It's a matter of, do you want to climb the side of a valley? Clearly you do. Then you're not going to find a comfortable spot, but you'll be able to find a spot for someone to hide behind, like a tree. You don't really have any binoculars or anything like that.
We haven't finished making them yet.
Or another way. Well, we're not anymore. We just stopped everything.
We'll get there eventually.
The R&D lab is a bit taxed at the moment.
I'll leave the team in the building, then I'll go and scout out somewhere to try and get visuals across.
With survival.
One success.
You find a spot. It's really not comfortable, but you put a security guard there. What you don't know now, but you'll find out about later, is it's right near a fire ant nest.
Oh, no.
He'll find that out in about 10-15 minutes.
And then he'll find a
Like
new.
it's got 10 or 15 minutes of watching.
He'll find a new better spot.
Then he'll move to someone.
It's the future. These are giant fire ants.
Nope.
Or we can eat the ants.
No, they literally light themselves on fire.
Oh, yeah, no. So eventually Glenn gets through.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you.
So he like looks around at like, all these people who are standing around, and he's like, And he starts opening the door himself.
That's where they all start like clapping for him.
No, it's when no one offers to actually help open the door. You have to get it and force it to one side.
And then he's coming through. Dad, is the honeypot that you set up still active?
It's like, I turned it off, but it's still set up.
Okay, there were intruders on the outside, but we had to bring the bodies inside, so maybe they could have had an external hacking system, although unless it's something that doesn't connect with the wire for some reason, I don't understand.
Can you roll wits and empathy -2?
Sure. Wits, empathy, -2. 2 successes.
So you say from outside, and there's just a moment of like, shit from your dad. And
Dad?
he like turns to one of the tech guys like, did we cut the external during... The guy's just like, shit, and he just runs.
What did you do?
It was fine in a moment. We hadn't finished setting up the new procedures. What are we about now? What are we doing now?
Fix it!
Deflection.
Yes.
You're going to go in there and you're going to fix it. And then you're going to finish making those external procedures, Dad.
Yeah, okay. He steps inside. He goes up to the computer. So you see him start hooking up a small little system to pack itself. Time's passing, so just starts coughing a little bit more, and eventually realises the air's only just getting fresh again in there with the door open.
This guy's just like, I've already had to deal with this once, just keep going. I nearly died today.
Eventually he sets it up where he goes along, and you see him starts pulling the plugs to all of Pax's servers except the main one. So the only one connected is the honeypot. Eventually the screen starts reading and reading and reading, and then he kills the power on Pax but not the honeypot. So I think that's it.
Are you sure? Or do you just think?
I hope I'm sure. And there's like powers off in the facility when he does that, which doesn't affect you because you're not in a place where there's light.
Good enough. We now need to sort that out.
Okay, so you see him grab another one of the units, put it down, and starts plugging everything in there, and activates another one of the servers, like the main server. Very slowly it turns on. You see the basic functions of the bunker come back.
Okay.
He sort of just leans up against the wall and he's like... He just looks ashen-faced. Like he'd fucked up and nearly killed everyone.
Okay.
Can you relate?
First new rule.
No.
We're never turning that honeypot off. I've nearly died multiple times today.
That's not good. That's not good. So what are you doing outside?
So I've set that up. I'm just going to go back on patrol route.
Yeah.
Probably try and stay as frontline as possible, knowing they come from the burn village. Probably start patrolling a little bit further than we usually would with a small team.
You hear the scout you set up start swearing. You look over and he's just like...
Hi, yes, Theo.
Stay still up there.
It's like, roll presence intimidation.
He might stay still up there. Presence intimidation.
Pretty sure you have intimidation. You should be fine.
Yeah, I do. That's like a big plus. That is 4 successes.
Yes. And he sits down. You see it goes
I feel like a jerk because I know what's actually happening.
yeah.
Should have told me.
You're a pathfinder. You clearly picked the best spot for him. This is outside. It's dangerous.
I'm teaching him gumption. Strength in the face of adversity.
At least it's fair for him out here. He's privileged right now.
In fact, he's alive. Yeah.
So getting this bulletproof, getting the armor is going to take you ages.
No, not the armor. I want
Who
the
kept
armor.
your oxygen?
Oh, the arm. Oh, the weapon arm.
Yeah.
How intact do you want the arm to be? Are you just looking for the weapon or the arm itself?
I want the weapon.
Okay, so you
And
don't
the
care about the
battery.
flesh.
Okay, so yeah. By the amount of time this is all taken and your skills, it's not too difficult for you to essentially hack away everything that isn't mechanical in the arm.
Yeah.
You pull like the muscles and the wires that go into it away as well. You know, it's like probably just some sort of muscle would booster.
They all have muscles. It's fine.
Yeah, they all have them, and there's like still the subdermal implants. But yeah, you get the wires, so now you have like a generator and you have a hand, and there's like wires. Well, not a hand, but an emitter, and they're connected. You do notice the hand on this one is clearly boosted as well. A number of the fingers are mechanical.
Yeah. So
They don't seem connected to the emitter.
is it like a hand and it's got something in there, or is it just a hand?
It looks like it's basically a circular disc that has got power connected to it.
Alright.
And it happens to be on the hand.
I attach it to like a piece of wood or some sort of frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like then I'm gonna head off to the shooting range.
Yep.
Just gonna try and figure out how to jig it together a fire.
Sure, you do that. You start getting reports in and they appear on your CV and you're on your important people, so you start hearing it as well. A lot of people are missing. With packs rebooted, doors start to be able to get access again. There's dead people in the bunker, they're just suffocated. Every time another few reports of people who suffocated came in, your dad just looks worse and worse. Just his hands in his head, not without glasses. So he's like crying, just like softly.
I call Lieutenant Walker. Sir, if you need to withdraw forces, I can take care of you.
Understood. The way he said it, you know him well enough now that it's probably more understood, not I will.
Yeah. I keep patrolling sort of the outer perimeter before we go.
Skye just tells someone to say on the radio just to start moving the bodies down to processing so that they can be accounted for. Just anyone that's clearly dead, just start moving them.
Yeah. So the next while is depressing.
I hope your wife and daughter are okay.
So do I.
They're fine. They don't need key vital systems. It's one advantage of having a shut-in wife is that why are they going to lock down your room randomly?
Because they know who I am.
They know your worth.
So yeah, you turn up at the firing range. You have like, how impressive a thing would it be to look to grab, attach this to, weapon-wise?
It's literally a pole.
Okay.
A stick with a cannon on it.
Yep.
And
Hit me
I'm
with
gonna
your
try.
cannon.
How are you doing that?
Well, I'm assuming my knowledge technology, some sort of charge goes in and it shoots out, so...
You want to try and jig it so that'll send a charge through so it fires?
There's obviously no switch on here. I assume when I pulled it out, there was some sort of cord that did not go to the power.
Nope.
So it all just went
But
straight.
there were cords that went from what was the head to the power cord. I assume you disconnected them.
It's like disconnected from the battery?
Well, in the sense of like the head had been removed, so you would have...
Yeah.
I mean, unless you cut it short or something, I don't know.
I assume if they don't just pull out, I would have just cut them short.
Yeah.
I'll start playing with them.
Sure. But you do
Until
notice
it
that the power cables that go into the power core look specially added to it. Like most of them look fairly modular and standard designs. This looks like it's a special connection, more high duty.
Yeah.
So you just play around with it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Roll me a chance dice.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh.
What did you get?
5.
Direct me.
Nothing. You're just gonna keep playing with this till either works or it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep.
All right, keep rolling chance dice until you roll a 1 or a 0.
Oh boy. There's another 5. There's a 4. 8. 8.
I'm going to have a lie down.
10.
Alright. So you're just like got it resting there while you're
I've got to aiming down the thing while I'm doing it.
Aiming and it's like in your lap and you're just like,
Oh, we're not dumb. If there's some sort of tech lucky in here, he's holding it.
He's not that dumb. But
just like holding it in your leg.
there's probably something that can place it in position. After all, they do have to test things like the giant sniper rifle that was custom made, ordered and stuff. There's probably like a vice.
Yeah.
So you can. Eventually, we see this sort of light bluish white beam of energy just shoot across the room. Hits a target and then just scoots to one side. It's like the emitter doesn't sit quite right. Just takes out another one.
Nice.
You see where it got hit, like they just they were basically bags of dirt. They just go
Nice.
the wall behind, all this like metal behind, which is exactly what we want in a firing range. No, sorry, it'd be cement behind. I'm not that stupid.
Thanks, bro. We appreciate that.
It gets melted and then resets.
You can make glass.
I assume I bought I have a bag of like scrap pieces and stuff, like an electrician's kit.
Okay.
And that's what you usually trade with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make like a button press to fire it.
Alrighty. Sure. Roll me int science.
Yeah, now that we have.
I know. Sorry, it'd be int crafts. It's gonna be a -3.
Glass for the try and smash it before.
But yeah, but like we can make more glass. Like we just have to go to the beach and we just start firing with that thing. We'll make glass.
I'm not sure how useful
It takes you a little
yes.
time, but eventually, you get a little button press.
Alright. I'm gonna rapidly press it 3 times to see how fast I can fire the thing.
Sure.
It explodes and kills me.
So it zaps. I assume you reline it back up. Just shoots again to the side. Shoots again, cutting deep into this concrete. You press it again, and you start shooting, and then you look down, and it looks like the emitter's melted slightly.
Oh. Didn't appreciate that.
I'll wait a while for it to cool down, like a minute, and then I'll fire again.
Sure, a minute. That's totally how entropy works.
It's at all combat useful. It's gotta power down quickly.
It was previously in a body. The entropic heat exchange rate in a body
Ignore
is
that.
different to the
It's
air.
fine.
That sounds. That uses the force. It fires, but the beam splits. Like one goes to the side slightly, another just small bit goes across
I
the
think I had
side.
too much physics and science for this stream.
I just think that made it way better. You
Yeah.
keep doing it till you get 8 and then line
Right,
up so you
I
can
examine
control
it.
them.
Is it because it's melted and there's a split there?
Yeah, it looks like it's like whatever's focusing it is melted slightly.
No, you said it went off like that.
Mainly that way direction, just a small bit in that direction.
Do I reckon I could put a holder on this now to make it shoot out millions of little beams?
I mean, you don't actually know what this stream of energy is.
Find a kaleidoscope, we'll put that on.
Can I remove this so it shoots out one beam again? Like clean it up?
Just take the cover off.
You think it might, you should be able to, but it will probably take time.
Right.
And resources,
I'm going back to the armory with this thing. I'm gonna make a nice cooling casing and everything.
Water cooled casing.
Alright, so that's not going to be a today project, but yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, you're just watching, nothing's
Marching
happening.
around.
You're hearing people get called in. It's now it seems to be they found, like they seem to have checked everywhere. Everyone's checked in. People are just double checking the people who haven't responded, but they weren't expecting a response from. So like the sleeping people, they're just checking all the doors, looking in.
Making sure that sleeping people aren't dead either. Just
Yeah.
be on the safe side.
Yeah.
There we do it. You're live? Yep. Alright, now raise.
Yep, you can go back to bed.
It's not the first time that's happened. Like say there was just one time someone accidentally blew up one of the air filtration units.
What happened then? Tell us all about that.
Yeah. How do you did that?
Winter got promoted.
Look, as long as everyone can get checked off on the roster and the register, it's fine.
So, after a harrowing day, everything starts to return to some level of calm. I don't doing anything in particular.
Just try and start as much panic as possible. Spread a rumour.
So, like normal?
Aliens are coming.
Aliens or Acadians?
Both. Aliens from behind us, Acadians from in front. We're going to be.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
That just feels like Pathfinder 1 in general.
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah. Eventually your dad sort of gets back to it somewhat, and with the team of his more trusted techs, they start trying to make sure that the PAX core, the main PAX core, is fine.
And make sure there's nothing left in it.
Yeah.
Joan's going to come and water cool that afterwards.
If they had more processing power, why not overclock it?
Okay.
I work through just waiting for the call back on the radio.
This guy's gonna go to bed.
Yeah, eventually the place starts calming down.
This guy's gonna go to bed.
This guy goes to bed.
Lucas focuses on his project.
Yep. Roll in science. This is a bit too high tech for crafts.
3 successes.
So you spend the rest of the day doing that?
Yeah.
3 successes now. You think it's going to be a fairly high number you need to get working reliably.
That's alright, nothing else is going on.
Apparently.
Not to your knowledge.
So a day passes. No one comes to speak to you or anything like that. There seems to be the bunker's collectively recovering, holding its breath.
Bated breath.
Yeah. There's no sign of the Acadians. Security remains watchful, and you start to see your security companions walking around with very tired eyes as everyone's pulling double shifts, some triple shifts, at least for as long as they can. And they're doing the watchman nap, an hour here, an hour there. It's not sustainable, but they'll do it for a while at least.
They'll do it
I'll
until things
start.
calm down.
Getting someone to go inside and rest.
Yeah.
And start turning into rotating shifts with small groups.
Yeah. We're slowly starting to go that way, but it seems to be sort of a thing of a lot of people can't sleep, so they're just coming out and watching anyway. So especially as nighttime comes, I think a lot of people here are just enjoying the fresh air. But eventually, so
There's a limitless amount of air.
So unless you guys
Incredibly
have doing anything in particular, the whole day will pass. So willpower, 1 lethal is restored.
Yep.
People have just spent the next day after that dealing with all the dead bodies. It seemed like it was more at a time, but only about 70 people have died.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yes.
The downside is a lot of them were in fairly serious core sections. A lot of high security areas because they could be locked down like that.
They can be replenished.
Start training.
Is that what we're calling it now?
The bunker just needs to get it on and we can replenish.
And we've got lots of new people to get it on with now. So
We can get in some genetic diversity
let's
from
go
the
and sort our
outside.
wild oats out into the world.
Everyone looks like Daryl.
Yeah, we do all just stop breeding with Daryl for those good genes.
That was my plan.
You guys. The day passes. So you're working on your gun the whole next day. So roll twice.
None.
There's some. Ooh.
I am getting those dice checked.
6 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You think you're about halfway through?
Alright.
Everything's settled down a bit. I'm going to go back up to the fortification and I'm going to start trying to make holes so that we can mount guns as well, so we can have a line of defence out the front here.
It's a proper city combat fortification building.
Yeah, we've got on tripods guns, so we can actually aim and.
People are very happy to help with that.
I imagine they will be.
So It doesn't take you too long to start getting people set up. You've seen some of the locations that like the shepherds from the burned village were using, so you sort of copy them to a certain extent.
I just had a moment where I realised it's a really good thing that Skye ran out of the PAX room in fear when she got the intruder alert warning. I could have died in there.
How good's your hacking skills? Not good enough? No. So, yeah, the night happens, you take a rest?
No.
I'm the one who took a rest.
So, if you're taking a rest, regain a lethal and a willpower, you regain a lethal damage just because of time passing. You won't gain a willpower point. Roll stamina.
Just plain stamina?
Yeah.
That is no successes.
Yeah, you're incredibly tired. Everything will be a -1 penalty until you
Rest.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you have the exhaustion condition.
Yeah.
That I do. Well, I figured it was going to happen, but Sam would just keep working.
Next day. So you think next day you're still working on this, I assume?
Yeah. One success. Twice as well.
Yeah. Each roll is about 8 hours.
Three successes.
So yeah, you're not even 3/4 you're about 2/3 of the way through. You think you're reaching the limit of your knowledge and skills.
Is the one back yet?
Yeah, I mean she tends to work 2 shifts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
I mean she's busy looking at the dead bodies as much as possible, but she's around.
Ignore that, help me. Way cooler.
Yeah, roll manipulation persuasion. -4. I think it's gonna be a chance dice.
Yeah. 3.
Nope.
She's just
She
like,
barely
fuck
acknowledges your presence.
off. She's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, you were important because you were bringing her like parts of these guys.
But now she's got it.
Now
Now
she-
she
doesn't need
has
anymore.
5 of them. She doesn't need you.
I mean, I have this giant awesome gun.
She's just not that into you, bro.
She was using you for your arm swords.
Yeah. Well, jokes on her, I already got that. So I'm good. I don't need her anymore.
Now, what are you doing the next day?
I am very tired and going. We've still got that thing on top of the hill we need to deal with as well. And I'm going to radio in and say,
God.
we've still got that. It's unsecured, unfortified. I know we've got a lot here, but we need to come up with a plan for that too.
You don't get a lot of enthusiasm back.
I'm not very enthusiastic about it either.
You're like unenthusiastically ready and just like,
Yeah, look, we've got to deal with it.
it's a thing.
You hear back that they'll essentially commission Pathfinder Team 4 to deal with it.
Sounds good.
But they've got to first work out who Pathfinder Team 4 is.
I've done my part.
Anyone who was cool in the crisis. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna go to work. I'm just gonna do my normal shift. The shift from when I was still a troubleshooter.
You spend a lot of time updating ration allocations.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
70 less mouths to feed. There are some upsides.
Yeah. Like, silver linings. Always look on the bright side of life.
We could weekend at Bernie's and sell 70 slaves to the slavers.
They might notice.
That's not the worst plan I've heard.
We should only do that if we put
Someone's
bombs
slaves.
in them.
Yeah, well, let's do that then.
Like, if you put the bomb in the dead bodies first and then give them to the slavers, then as
Yeah,
soon as they've taken them away, then they'll explode.
Or you could
Weirdly, they
combine your
didn't wanna be
plans.
slaves.
You could put a bomb in them and then surround the bomb with a gas.
Yeah, they didn't want to be slaves, so we knocked them out, but here you go.
Yeah, they're fine. Just wait till they wake up.
What do you mean rotting? No, he's just got a skin condition.
It's leprosy, don't worry
It's a
about it.
ghoul. Oh, not that they exist.
Wrong system, Brad, wrong system.
Referencing the game, I'm certainly not copying. So, yeah, the next day, I assume this is going to be your last check.
No.
You can only. Do you have the patient mirror? Did I give you that?
Yes.
Okay, you will get 2 more rolls than I thought, so you have 3 more rolls to get 7 successes. But you only do 2 today.
1 success.
So you need 6 more.
Come on, all zeros. Like on a racetrack.
3 successes.
This is going to be close. You have 3 successes to get. Now, 8 hours to roll, like to do the work, so you could just not sleep and finish it. Or attempt to finish it.
I will not sleep and attempt to finish it if I have thoughts.
You can also
Minus
add a
6
willpower.
because you're fine.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm
You can just do it afterwards.
Well, this is an extended action roll, so he should have it beforehand.
Well, technically, no roll should do the willpower after. I just.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a homebrew roll.
Well, there's my 3 successes. 4, 5.
I mean, good.
I didn't need that. Alright.
So 5 successes.
Yeah.
I told you to add the willpower.
So you got a crit success.
To be fair, he did get a crit success during it as well. On the
Two
second
crit
roll.
successes.
Oh, you would have had an extra roll then.
So now you can get 2, 1 for each arm, and you can fire them by punching.
What does your weapon look like?
What does my weapon look like? I guess
It's an Iron Man glove.
No, except. Ooh.
The power source is heart sized, so you have to keep that into account.
Heart size.
Yeah, because the heart is the size of a fist.
Whose fist?
Your
Which heart?
fist.
So everyone's heart.
Is it possible that I just
Well, it's about the size of
I don't
my
have to
fist,
put on
so
a
my
thing
heart's
for
about
them?
that big, but your heart's about that
If you got hit in the hand, it might get damaged. It's the emitter's not the issue. And it has the high powered cabling with it,
Yeah.
which I assume you didn't just randomly cut for no reason.
Yeah.
The thing is, yeah, you've got this heart sized power source.
Please put it in like a glass dome on top. And it like pulsates every time.
Proof for Lucas Jones that no.
That's someone else's heart.
Can I make it like fold out so it folds in below my hand and I can just bring it out?
Well, like Tony Stark has his. No.
Heart steel.
No. Damn it.
Almost heartbreaker.
I don't want to put on a gun though because I don't get broken.
Just hide it under your armor. So you have the wiring going up your sleeve and into
Oh,
your...
that would be fine. No, it's the minute that's the problem. Yeah, I'm sticking it on my chest.
Explodes.
No, I'll put it in.
Why don't you
some
just
sort of-
duct tape it to the other side so you've got the torch and the heart?
No.
duct tape to your head.
The best place to
doctor
keep it
thing.
safe, put it by your crotch.
No.
You'll always be protected.
I've already had a crotch laser character, we're not doing that again. I'll put it in some sort of like large metal tube, just like slightly inside, so it's protected a little. But not very long, it'll just be like that long, strap it to the bottom of my arm.
Okay. So I assume you're non-sword arm.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant the power source.
Wait.
Like if you keep the power source by your crotch.
How
then you're
much
not gonna get
pressure does
broken.
this put out when I shoot it?
It has a little kickback, but it's not that much. No.
Oh, damn it. Stab someone, put it out. Yeah, I'll put it on the other
Put it on
arm
the
now.
elbow.
So yeah,
that
you
it
sort of
pushes
put
it
on
out.
the bottom of your arm. But yeah, where do you put the power source?
That's what you put by your nuts.
Because you haven't.
Keep it safe.
How much radiation does this thing put out? Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want
okay.
kids? Like,
Not really.
Then you put it by your junk.
I guess
Maybe we get
put it so
superpowered kids.
sits on my shoulder, but I've got like a brace for my entire arm for the kickback. I just build a metal brace. on
Oh,
my
so you
arm.
put it like under a pauldron.
and then it's like an
My
exoskeleton
shoulders,
arm
arm.
so you can lock it out.
So how do you defend it?
Stick it on. I guess I build a whole shoulder brace.
I can't believe he's turning into a cross of all the
Actually, I would strap it on so
weaponized
it's more sturdy, so I don't have to worry
characters
about
from popular culture. And
I 100% can believe it.
So you've just got a sort of a high-tech device just sitting there.
Put it in a backpack, man. Put it in a backpack.
How much FE are you going to make it not visible or anything like that?
I'll put it in like a metal box and then in a bag. And I would just strap it on my back.
So you sort of add like an extra pouch to your backpack, essentially.
But I encase it in metal.
Lead.
Mostly so it doesn't get shot.
Yeah, so you put it over and you've got like cables that just go under your clothes down.
Sweet. I go test it.
Sure.
Does my arm fall off?
No. You go, you test
he
it.
breaks his arm.
So what does the glove look like?
I just mounted it in a tube.
Oh, in the tube.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, on top.
What's the firing mechanism?
I
Squeeze your
assume
fingers.
Yeah.
button.
Would you put the button on the palm of your hand?
yeah.
Oh.
Zap! Ah, my hand!
So it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
I put it like right there, so I have to go like that and just mount it on
Go,
the floor.
Web, go.
Okay, just hope.
I put it on the side.
oh, so you grab out.
Come on, the easiest thing to do is like a string mechanism goes there, so when you lift your hand, it fires. So it pulls it.
Oh, I was thinking that you put it on just one finger, so it'd be like,
So you have to sort of push it in like that.
Do I want to fire? Yeah, I'll do it like that. I want to fire.
So here's my last question. I'm not trying to be leading questions. It's just in my.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Might come up.
Is there like some sort of safety trigger, or is it just you're going for speed and
Fingerprint.
I wanted to go when I needed to go, or is it like I gotta press these 2 buttons here and here on my arm?
Can I change it? I'll put a button on there. That way it's not as obvious.
Just on the end of your hand?
Just Ant-Man it.
oh yeah, so you just like wrap your finger around and press.
So I can just press it with one hand. Like that.
Okay, so that does raise the question of are you going to be able to use that hand?
To punch
Anything
people?
else?
No.
So, hang on, how are you doing it? Oh, because it's in the tube now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wide tube, just to remind you.
On my arm, yeah.
Well, it's not, okay,
Cannons, people.
so you have that. I'll have to actually work on the stats out later.
Cannon.
That is now canon.
No, I'm not calling it arm cannon. I'll call it something like lightsaber.
Jones'
Laser light
special
cannon.
surprise.
I'll say that for after the action. So what do you got? So yeah, next day comes. It's basically time off. People, Pathfinder 4 goes up, start securing that.
I will finally go home and rest.
Yep,
Now, are his wife and daughter alive?
yep, yeah. He checked. Well, he asked that
It
character.
checked.
I checked
It
it.
was checked. I'm sure someone would radio me by now if they weren't.
It's like,
I would hope so.
They were
sounds
just,
being
like,
really
waiting.
productive. Sounds being really productive. Don't tell him.
Just keep it on the DL.
So eventually, Pathfinder Team 3 returns, and
Boy,
yeah,
they will go well.
well, they were gone 3 days. Yeah.
Comparative to what the fuck has happened, they've been gone a while.
Yeah. So you get to Ella's office, and she,
Good to know Ella got out the bed.
All of us or just Skye?
all of you.
Good to know Ella got out the
I
bed.
choose to ignore it and continue studying the bodies.
Yeah.
Sweet. Look at that.
I choose not to ignore it and do what I'm told.
Same.
So and that's why you guys have hired bunkers now. So you two arrive, and Ella's like, "Thank you for attending. Will Lucas be joining us soon?"
Was he summoned?
I asked for the whole team to be here.
Oh, he should be.
If not, give it
I'm sure
5
he
minutes and
understands the
we'll follow him in.
importance.
We can wait here in real time. That's it.
If he doesn't show up in 5 minutes, just tell us and we'll tell him. Skye is very done.
Okay, that's 5 minutes.
That was strange that you had a 5-minute timer just sitting there.
Yeah, I know.
It's how she keeps track of her meetings. It's just a little.
She takes the minutes.
It's an egg timer, but the thing is, you guys have really large eggs for some reason.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
we call them.
It's an hourglass and it's just like.
So,
That ticks.
Pathfinder Team 3 has returned. They made additional contacts with the regulators after you reported, and there's a possum running through the bunker's walls.
It's the Wom Rats, they've got in!
Have the technicians on that.
Fresh meat.
So, turns out it is possible for us to shorten Madison's imprisonment, however you want to call it, work release program. They are willing to accept what they refer to as coins.
Oh, the metal.
Seems to be some sort of organised bartering, similar to how we use ration cards.
Do we have access to these coins?
No, but they have them in the burnt village. It's metal discs that are printed with things.
From my understanding, it's
We should be able to barter for them.
their old world currency, at least part of it. We don't have any. They
It's metal. We would have used it by now.
exactly.
We
So-
could try to barter on the surface for them. There were definitely some in the burnt village, but there should be some in other villages. How many of these coin?
120.
There were a few different types of coin. Was there a specification or just 120 coin?
I said 120 coin.
Well, we probably ought to check in with them first. Make sure we're doing the right thing, otherwise we could be wasting a lot of time.
Yes, because if we accidentally give them too small a denomination of coin, they might not appreciate it.
I'm sure they'll understand that we didn't understand, but no need to waste our time with it if that's the case.
Mm.
Yes, from what I understand, they're very good at wasting time.
It's bureaucracy, it makes sense.
Not when things are important.
That's true.
Well, Waters was enjoying it anyway.
It was nice to have a sense of order again, but after the past few days, I just want to sleep for a very long time.
Yes, well, I would like you to find out what you need to know to make this transaction, how you can get some. If you say that they have different numbers on them, what that means.
Well, if there are some at the burned village, it makes sense to go there and see if we can use their radio tower.
Yes, ask around about them.
Contact the regulators from there.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you have a plan already.
Not much of one, but hopefully it will do.
Good. People need a win. Bringing someone back would be good, especially after the recent events with the Arcadians. Be very careful out there.
We will.
Well, hopefully the message didn't get back.
Hopefully we stopped it in time. I've told Dad to make sure that the honeypot just isn't turned off ever, so that it's constantly running for anything that might come in from the outside.
Yes, I believe they'll be very busy over there.
Yes.
So, you should find Jones and head off.
Yes, we will. I assume he's down in tech. I'll go get him.
I'm going to the armory. I'll get all our equipment ready. I'll
Yeah.
meet you there.
Get me the stun baton.
Will do.
So you leave.
Yep.
So you go to tech.
Yeah, I go to try and find him. I assume he's somewhere in tech.
I am. Did my squad of newbie people get my skin suit?
No.
Damn it.
You've probably worked out. Well, I don't know if Lucas has worked this out by now, but Jacob might have worked out that just because Lucas is giving orders, no one's following them, unless it's like.
No status.
She'll be like, hey Sam, old buddy, old pal.
People should listen to me.
They listen to you more than they used to, but.
Yeah, there's so many less people in the bunker. I'm much higher up.
Jump at least 70 spaces from 0.
Yeah.
That's assuming that all of them were logistics again.
Let's be honest, I'm always right. They should just listen to me.
Well, people are listening to you more than before, but when they've been given a specific instruction from like someone quite high up, you don't have the pull to override it.
They somewhat tolerate you now.
They were working my skin suit
Somewhat.
before.
Yeah, well, there wasn't anything that to do
Before, like,
and
everyone
they
started
died.
Clearly, she could've done
No,
it.
They also didn't work on my skirt.
they were working on the skin suit.
But it wasn't your skin suit.
Who else is going to test it?
Dawn? Scott?
They're not
Glenn.
allowed out of the bunker.
Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn's a hero now.
Fuck Glenn.
I've seen a rivalry brewing.
There may be a shock accident again. in the bunker.
That's shocking. So you go and find Lucas.
Just walking into tech, just like, Lucas, where are you?
He has this weird tube attached to his arm.
Okay, we have a mission, let's go.
Luke is like, no.
I'm kidding now. Is the one in here?
Yes, you would be.
I walk up to the door. What is the progress in the skin suit?
So he just ignores you and walks over to someone else and talks to them. Just like,
So rude.
looks up and says,
Lucas?
I don't know, I'm dealing with this guy.
Who's in charge of it?
Scott.
Oh, I'll go with the Scott.
Dawn's in charge.
He's like, looks up, he's looking at like parts. He's like, what? Jones?
How is the skin suit coming?
I don't know.
The one said you were in charge of it.
I'm in charge of all of this, yes?
Then who's working on the skin suit?
Oh, those guys. He goes back, you see he's like looking at like the wires that go into the muscles.
I'll walk over to the...
Those guys.
Yep, those guys.
Can I help you, Waters?
I'm waiting for Jones to be done because we have a mission.
Jones, get lost.
I need the skin suit to test it.
Just, you have a mission, go do the mission.
Ah.
Don't think I haven't noticed that thing on your arm. Go test that.
You can test it when it's done when you're back because it's not going to be done until you're back. So we need to go.
He gestures to the missing arm. It's like, I know where it came from. Don't. That is bunker property.
I'll leave.
Thank you.
He leans over to whisper to you. He's like, I thought that might work.
Thank you.
If he
my God.
if he mysteriously dies, get that arm back.
Don't worry, I will.
What
And
if
everything else I assume
normally
is
there's no
stolen.
mystery.
And anything else I assume is stolen already.
I haven't stolen anything. I made this all.
You're not there.
That's out of character.
So you
Also,
head,
why all hostility?
you head to the armory.
This guy's very done.
Yeah, that's always boring. It's just literally checking out things, signing them off properly,
Leo is like, yeah,
getting everything ready in neat piles for when the other two come.
he does it all.
And I start changing into my armour and getting my guns ready, checking them.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually you all meet up at the top. Ready to head out?
Yeah. Okay, so the rundown is Pathfinder 3 came back. They've got details about getting Maddie back. Maddie's the admin that the regulators have. We need to collect 120 of these coin. It's this old world bartering system. It's literally just pieces of metal for some reason.
Long story short, we've got a mission. We're going to the Burn Village.
Yeah, we go to the Burn Village. We have to ask about coins and a way we can get them and figure out if there's multiple kinds and
Obviously,
what's
we
the
must
right
trade for
value.
them.
No shit.
Then do you have trading supplies?
No, we'll work out what
We're
we
trying
need
to figure
first.
out what coins are first. I just know that they're these old world pieces of metal. I don't know what it means. I don't know what their value is. We have to figure out what their value is in order to get them.
Are you guys leaving or not?
Yes, we are. Let's go.
Try not to bring any Arcadians back.
Oh, we'll try.
We don't really have the power to fire that many shots that often.
Yeah, that's very fair.
We bring them back. Hopefully, they won't be alive.
Fair. Alright.
We should really also ask. We should you can keep going, man. I'm gonna say this as I walk out the door. We should really ask Lincoln if we can trade for powered hyper
Who's
batteries. If
I
we've got
don't think
empty
they've got
ones.
many to spare.
Yeah, but if we trade for his powered ones so that they can charge them and we take the fully charged one.
Yeah, okay, then you're left.
Well, I trust Lincoln enough to hand him the uncharged ones if he was willing to charge them for us.
Exactly, like,
We don't need to take his. I'm sure he has use for them.
well, if the idea was just that we swap the battery itself, so he would get the empty one and he can charge it, we get the charged one, bring it back, and then we can just swap back and forth.
You remember, I would assume, Daryl mentioning
That they were
he was
just
basically
charged.
paying to have them charged at the...
Stray Kings, Burn Village.
No, the ones
Hulk?
that... Hulk, thank you. I nearly called it the derelict. I'm like, that's not right.
The Hulk.
The Hulk. So.
If we can set up some sort of bartering system where we're able to charge them there until we can set up our own charging.
Look, hopefully Pathfinder Team 4 can secure the facility at the top of the hill and we can use the power from there.
Hopefully.
If we can do it ourselves, it's a much better system than relying on someone else.
Yeah, but for now, it could be an option to make sure that we can make sure that the power armor is fine for if that happens again.
Well, we can ask when we get there. We're on our way anyway.
So you see the facade is still being built. The Arcadians aren't the only threat, but it's clearly more a weapons platform than an actual settlement now.
Yeah.
The primary threat clearly knows there's more up. Can you make a wit survival, please, -1?
On our way past, I'm trying to pick up some extra tools and stuff.
Sure, are you being stealthy at all?
Oh no, I'm just gonna come down for a Pathfinder team.
Roll status.
One success.
Status bunker.
Woohoo!
Yeah, cool.
Guns.
You have a one whole die.
I fail.
You're not given these tools.
No, you don't get anything. Everyone needs what they've got. Most of the tools themselves are personal tools.
Alright.
People are just like, fuck off, Jones.
And everyone's working hard to try and pull these bodies apart.
Plus, they're probably a bit used to you just taking everything you can by now
So it's
to
just like
trade.
fuck off, James.
Turning up
I
with more
did
personal equipment.
Yeah.
As I go past just the more senior security members of the staff here, I just check in with them, make sure everything's going smoothly, everything's okay.
Yeah, it's Lieutenant Walker, and he's like, oh, things pretty good, Bolton, but yeah, we are short of power than we'd like. Half batteries are nearly flat.
Okay, so ask
We
Lincoln.
don't.
Yeah, we will.
We don't. We probably have the ability to fire or defend as well as we did before one more time. Yeah, unless we have another power source. And even then, even if we don't fire it, keeping them ready.
Can we
Drain.
take one of the? Sorry, can we take one of them with us and ask Lincoln while we're there, and work our trade while we're there in person?
We can give it a shot. Any empty half batteries out here anywhere?
Not out here, no.
Can we get?
Give me a minute. I'll be back. I'll head back to the bunker.
Yeah.
I radio in and just say, can someone please make sure there's an empty half battery at the entrance? I need to collect it.
A bit of back and forward. They find out why.
We explain the plan.
It's agreed. Colton's like, yeah, good to go.
Yep.
And you get a flat one.
Yep, I'll put my pack and head back down to meet up.
Yep.
Alright, let's press on.
Right, let's go.
So yeah,
Thank you,
you.
Lieutenant.
Thank you, Bolton. Yeah, so you do the survival check. You make it to the burn village.
He just looks so haggard walking in, just like, yeah, it's us.
Okay.
We're gonna go in.
James. James is always there.
Bolton. Yeah, there's a certain familiarity with these heads of security, and at least the people who like to stand at the front and watch.
And we just head in.
So you guys go into the exterior marketplace, the sort of marshalling area of the place, if you will. And you're looking around, you see a familiar face. Has a Cobra, a dog.
Daryl! Oh my god, you do not understand how good it is to see your face again.
Looks at you and he's just...
No.
It's like a second before he actually recognises you. He's like, oh yes! Yes, Skye, Sam, Jones. Good to see you.
You would not believe the shit we've had to deal with. Oh my gosh.
He
Would you-
probably would.
Yeah, probably. Do you know what coins are and how we can find them? And, like, what they're for?
Yes, no, kind of. Actually, maybe a yes and no. I mean, yes. They are these, and he has a small little bag. He opens it and pushes. Like, there's like a. He's at one of the tables, like the bartering table, and he just pulls it out on the edge of the table. The guy doesn't look too annoyed. This guy's just playing with money in front of him, so it's good to know his customer has money.
What
And
do
you
they
see
mean?
these small discs.
What do they mean?
Well, some people are trying to introduce like a more formal way of trading. Basically, you trade these discs. They're just recognised to have a value.
Is there... There's no baseline for what the value is there?
It's similar to bartering,
Right.
but no, there isn't.
So if someone asks for, say, 100 coins. It doesn't matter what the coins are, it's just as long as it's a coin.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. From what I understand, in the past they used to have values. You can even see like this one has a 2 on it, this one has 50 written on it. He holds up like a octagonal one.
Oh, so that must have been worth more then.
Yeah, it looks like it's a much bigger coin.
Yeah, so much bigger.
And no, not now.
Right.
I hear some people occasionally try to get them to be spent like that, but when people started using it, they made them all worth 1, and all the same.
Seems simpler.
And,
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so we need to collect 120 of them.
how you get them? Well, most people trade for them. I have my own ideas on that matter, though. But
What are the best places to try and trade for them?
any settlement like this,
Cool, so I have to go visiting in the settlements.
If you had 120 coins to trade, what would you expect in return? Rough valuation.
sort of looks down at like 10 or so. Probably something pretty nice. Scratches the dog behind the ears.
That is pretty nice.
He did buy something. I don't know. I got this, and he holds up his laser weapon for 200.
Really? I leave.
So have you seen Lincoln recently?
I think he's inside.
Did you see the rifle on his back?
Yeah.
Any idea what that would be worth in coins?
Well, I haven't seen it used, but
Very powerful.
It goes
Yeah.
a very long way.
depends how. If it's half as good as what it looks, 50, 100.
So maybe if we get a couple of those.
I only have enough just for food, really. I normally, when I want bigger things, trade items for items. Actually, these are. So it looks around. All right, you guys have helped me out with the bunker. I got these in. Have you heard of a bank?
No, what is it?
I think that's where they store munitions and things like that, the weapon bank.
Oh, the weapon bank.
Yes, similar. They used to keep money in them.
The coin.
Yeah, most of them have been looted in the past, but if you go to a place where people haven't looted, you might find one.
How many coins would they keep there?
A few.
That's a start, I suppose.
What do they look like?
Well, I mean, well, most of them have bank written on them, some name before it, some company name normally.
So we should try to find some.
Most of the ones that are easy to get access to have been looted. Most of them were looted before coins became, well, useful.
But there might still be something around.
I wonder if maybe old world maps would show where they are or where they were.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, you probably would.
Be a place to start.
Yeah, it would.
I do have had one idea, and it's something you guys try to do. Maybe I'll help you out. But you know where we met the first time. He sort of takes a bit of a step away from the guys trading. We know there's a group of people around there that didn't like anyone looting near them.
That the Street Kings, I believe.
He sort of looks over at like the trader who's listening in. Yes. It's a pretty important part of town. Maybe there's something near the edge of that.
You don't think they would have taken it already if there was?
Well, they don't seem interested in taking everything else they've got.
True.
Worth a shot. Well,
As
can't
long as we
hurt
don't
to.
go too close in.
We can easily scout the perimeter and see what we see.
Yeah. I have heard some of them still have automated defenses that are operational.
In the
Apparently.
old world.
They're some of the most secure locations.
So they've been maintaining them then.
No, I don't mean the Street Kings, but just these banks, like they had power sources that just lasted.
They
Similar to like what I'm sure you've got.
They would be far more valuable
But
than coins.
Yeah, it's basically a.
That's true. Assuming you could move them. Assuming they have much fuel there.
We could learn so much from them, so.
It's more of a case of they don't get used, so they just lasted.
Well, it's basically a smaller and different kind of bunker.
Wow. Certainly have large doors inside.
Well, luckily we know a guy.
Yeah, where is that guy? Speaking of, where is that guy?
I have headed to the weapon trader. Or a weapon trader.
Yeah. That guy's still here. Looks like he's packing up, ready to leave.
I got to know. Hello.
You again.
I've recently printed some nice weapons and I'm looking to acquire some more. Do you perhaps have a laser rifle?
I've told you this before. I don't have any energy weapons on me.
Let's stick him up.
When you find one, what will be the going price for that?
sort of push up and down. Make a manipulation persuasion check.
I got 2 successes. Now I want him to go high. Can I manipulate that way?
No, but luckily for you, he did so much better than the dice roll than you. He's going to go high. There's what kind?
When you don't roll low, but you still get what you want.
I've only seen the kind Daryl has, so I assume a big one. Like
that? Oh, it's bigger than that, but one in working order like that. At least, what are you talking about to trade? You got nothing on you.
Coins.
At least 350.
All right. So.
I can't believe Lucas is doing this legitimately and we're thinking of stealing.
So realistically, for a good quality rifle, without a battery, what would you take that for?
Laser one. Well, gotta carry it around, make sure you target, especially if it doesn't work. Well, you know, there's so many expenses. If it doesn't work, then I don't know why it doesn't work. I'd have to fix it up. So I've got to take into account how much.
Well, if it has been recently fired. So
I don't have your word for it. If you could test it in front of me, that would be an advantage. 150.
Alright.
Let's assume it's in perfect working order. If there's any problems with it, our price will come down.
Alright. I'll be back. Wait here a moment. I leave, I turn around and I head back to Daryl.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, and so, oh yes.
Daryl, would you be willing to give me a hand for a second? I just need the use of your laser rifle battery.
Why do you need his battery?
Roll a chance dice.
Lucas, what the fuck?
I got a 9. I'm gonna pull out my laser rifle. And I'm gonna go, I just need you to put your battery in this and fire it for the storekeeper so I can sell it to him. You can keep your battery.
You know,
Lucas, where the fuck did that come from?
that's actually a pretty reasonable question.
I got it from the bunker.
It's just like,
Lucas! Why do you have that?
I picked it up.
Look, I don't agree with what you've done, but if it gets our people back, let's do it.
So he goes, okay, very well, and he heads over with you.
Before we go over, I would like to just go test it somewhere else to make sure it fires.
You're changing this deal more and more.
Alright, fine, let's just go to the storekeeper.
So you walk over, he keeps his weapon slung, you see me pushes down, slides like the sort of box-ish but fairly flat hyper battery out. Hand it over.
Am I giving a rifle?
You just hear switch on. It's like, there's the gun. There you go, it works. It's like, I wanted to see, taste it. I see.
Jones is about to die.
Just fire it, Lucas.
Here, give me 100 coins.
I'm going to charge you 1 coin to use my power.
Okay, I pick it up.
Oh, he doesn't yet.
Alright.
He just holds up in the air. It's a slight chance. This doesn't work, but no. And then you see the light.
Thank you. I turn to the cell. There we go. So, you said 150, yes?
Assuming there's nothing wrong with it, and let me have a look at it.
Right.
So the guy starts looking over it, and
Why does it say property of the bunker? Engraved.
honestly it does, but starts looking over it and he starts pointing out things, and he's like, oh yeah, well this capacity here, that looks like it's got about 2 shots in it before it blows, and blah, and he starts ticking stuff off. And Daryl's standing right next to you, and he just starts countering everything he says. He clearly knows how to haggle, and he clearly knows his way around a laser weapon,
What a man.
and he clearly has a rep.
No.
Daryl's
Eventually the guy looks a bit pissed off because clearly he got played. He's like, very well. Takes the gun, puts it down. Make sure he actually has the money. Puts a bunch of coins on the table, like a bag.
I count it all.
Yep, there is 149, and Daryl's flipping a coin to himself.
Yeah.
You didn't see him take it.
I pour out 29 coins,
Mm-hmm.
and I hand them the 120, and I hand 10 to Daryl, and I keep the rest.
Thank you.
Daryl got a better deal.
Probably saved you 40 coins.
Yeah, probably. So he puts the coins in his bag. And
Well, that is what we need, but
Let's go. Let's just go.
let's deal with that. But I think we should still check out these banks. They have power sources still going hundreds of years later. That is invaluable to everything.
Yes, but we need to get Maddie.
Yes, well, that's where we're going first, of course.
you've run into a bit of a problem that, for the most part, the coins are actually valuable enough that you can't buy, you have to buy a fairly decent sized quantity of food. Especially here, because food, especially lamb, is their thing. It's like,
You could just buy like a herd of 20 sheep with your leftover coin.
Buy sheep for the bunker, or
And we'll just like
buy
walk
a
around
hyper
everywhere
battery
with us.
charge.
I seriously go and buy a sheep. How much is a sheep?
We're going to be known as the herders. We're going to have sheep go everywhere.
we will deal with that next week.
Oh,
And After the Ashes. But stay with us for a couple of minutes. We'll be back with After the Ashes After Dark.
And we'll talk about how we're going to get the hostages killed.
Yeah.
oh no.
I just started streaming.
So the question I have is, if you wear those like running shoes that are like
toes.
that look exactly like feet, are you allowed to show them on Twitch?
Oh
It
god.
depends. Is it going to be like, we are reviewing ninja shoes today, Twitch? Or is it going to be like, look at my ninja shoes, you
Jesus
dirty boy?
Christ. It's fucking gross.
Wait,
It's all about the presentation, I think.
so which one's good?
I like them both, personally. Factual reviews or sexual innuendo?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So welcome return of Daryl.
My
Yeah, that
heart.
Riding around that bastard for weeks.
He ghosted us
This
for
is
so
like
long.
literally what that Lady Gaga song was about. He was Lady Gaga and we were just like blowing up his telephone.
We waited for so long for him
Hello
to come
from
back.
the Daryl side.
That means the dog's Beyonce, right?
I mean, to be fair, he has killed a man multiple times.
Wait, are we talking about Daryl or Jonas?
Everyone at this point.
Yeah, everyone has killed multiple people by this point.
I've killed far less than most people, and it's my job to kill people when they need to be killed.
Yeah, good point.
I rolled.
So you're saying you're bad at your job?
No, I'm saying I'm the same person that's not a complete psychopath in the party.
I mean,
I'm a
that's a good point. I'm
psychopath.
gonna
I want to kill bad people.
slide under you and take.
Even with it being in his mouth, he still rolled 7 or 8 dice. I can't remember exactly what I gave him to see if he choked on your bloody serum or whatever it is,
Kiwi gas.
kiwi gas, and he failed.
What an idiot.
Yeah, it was his own fault. He died. It was totally his own fault.
Yeah, he did just bite into a gas canister.
Yeah.
Like, from that point onwards. So was he just like a proper psychopath? Or
Yes.
Did he just think it would not work?
What?
Did he just not think it would work, or is he a psychopath who's like, this will be fun?
Well, it's sort of both. It's like, well,
He's
I'm
dead
like,
now, doesn't
I'm like
matter.
super cybernetically enhanced. Isn't we a laugh?
Either I'll die and hey, something killed me, or I won't and I'll be like, hey, I'm even better than I thought.
To be fair, I didn't really kill him. It probably did a third damage, so it was like, oh no, someone's hurt me a little.
I better run.
He
Yeah.
fell over when I went. You shot him at one point, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's bad." And I'm like, "Oh, I never actually wrote down the damage for that splat."
I mean, no one liked that guy anyway, so.
Nah, all his friends are robots. No, not quite, but
Probably wasn't that important. He just led the last attack.
So, you were leading the way as a Punisher for a while. Are you just becoming Iron Man now?
Are you just adopting every pop culture icon?
No, I'm just gonna mash all the Marvel Universe together,
And
and
then at
then
the end of the campaign, the last episode is going to be Jones going,
I'll just switch to DC. I'll go, yep. Back Adelaide.
I like the fact that you just have like this random power source on you, and your idea isn't like maybe I could recharge all the things that like let us have power armor. Nah, fuck it, I want an arm gun.
There's like 4 more in the bay.
Yeah, but everyone who's smart is dead mysteriously.
You said Dawn was still there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll tell the ones that are more intelligent are alive, because I would have not to stay in
Well, if
the
everyone else intelligent is dead, then I should be in charge.
I mean, that's one way to get promoted and make people listen to you. Just kill everyone else in your division.
Look, I'll be super armored, Dell will be dead. I'm in charge. And I'll have peace and quiet. Jeez, this is gonna work.
Finally.
So,
That's
back to the
all
Marvel
Jones ever
thing.
wanted.
Is this legit? Can I go command these fire ants now?
Fire ants? How did you get fire ant control?
Don't be that, man. I gotta work my way around. I just
Iron
gotta work out
Man's
how to
different
do
to
Black Widow.
Ant-Man.
Oh, Jesus
I can
Christ.
skip Hawkeye. He's useless.
Oh, God. This is our life, apparently.
Yes, it is.
How am I meant to adjudicate this mess?
Why don't we
No.
take it to the courts?
Is that your answer for everything?
Yes.
Pretty good
Yeah,
answer.
it probably is. Like, I'm a security guard.
What's great is Jones can just get out of there again.
Oh, can he though?
I mean,
This time we know what we need and we would get.
Yeah, to not let him have like the WMDs on him.
Yes,
It's like,
to be
aha.
fair, I make the WMD.
Yeah, we finally locked you in jail, Manson. It's like, I've got a nuclear briefcase. Oh.
We should have checked that at the door. That's our bad. We're sorry.
Can we have it back? No.
Oh, come on.
How does the quote go? I've got
99 problems.
no. It's I hat full of bomb, a handful of penis, and a head full of empty.
What have you been watching or doing?
It's an old Homestuck reference.
I'll have to take your word for that one.
Because it's this one character from the Midnight Crew, and he literally has got a bomb under his hat, and he's a bull penis cane, and he's running around because he has no idea what to do, and that's the quote. While he's running around not knowing what to do.
What is a bull penis cane?
It's a cane.
Why are we still asking questions?
A bull penis. A dried bull penis that is shaped like a walking stick.
Well, at least it's
bull-
not
What use is it?
went really
It's a
simple.
walking stick.
When you need a 10-foot pole, it's pretty easy to just go.
Just blowing it a little bit.
That's the next question. Do bull penis canes exist here?
No.
Let me just check my notes. Help!
Page 34, bull penis canes.
Chronicles of Darkness sourcebook, don't fail me now.
They only have cow penis.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Not even living.
We'll probably call it a bit of an earlier night tonight. I think people are a bit sick.
End on that strong point.
Yeah.
Yep. I need to go away and think about my life in general, really.
Stick around for a sec, guys, so we'll find someone and raid them. See
Yes.
who's online.
You need to go home and think about your life. What the fuck am I doing with bull penises?
I mean, to be fair, we did make a joke about Daryl being used to breed, like, the bunker for superior genes.
There's a bit in Fallout 2 when you go into Vault City. So basically, what you've got now.
Right. I've never played Fallout.
I know, that's why I'm explaining it.
Thank you.
And you talk to the doctor, and I think if your medicine's high enough, you can go through the stats and work out that there's not a lot of genetic diversity, and that's a big problem. And you're from like some tribe on the other side of the country. You'd be like, you just go up to one of the computers and leave a sample. And in the wrap up at the end, if you do that, it talks about how Vault City has like freshly invigorated, bunch of strong people.
Fucking incredible. Quite literally.
Which means NCR shouldn't exist if you do that. I think that'd be the difference between the NCR existing and Vault City taking them out.
I don't understand.
Alright, cool. Well, thanks for sticking around, guys. And we are going to drop in on an amazing artist that's a friend of mine. So make sure you say hello and hopefully enjoy. And we will see you soon.
See you
See ya.
guys.
Right.